Babies, welcome. Hey, I'm on a little early. Where's the bottom of this thing go? That's how it goes on Halloween. Hello, Eve. What in the what? How's that? Is that good? All right, we got our love in, we got our rabbits in. Welcome, everybody. This is Selena. Live once again. Let me check the sound this time, because last time I didn't do that. I'm early.
Whoever invented this deserves a raise.
You can hear that. I'm early, but I've got to leave earlier than expected, so it all works out. Let's see how the sound is. Alrighty. Sounds good, kids. Okay, so welcome everybody. Whoever pops in, I'm going to do some tarot by donation. Gonna go live. Doing some Tarot Town. You know how it goes. Anybody wants a yes or no, just go ahead and hit the like button, subscribe, and drop your chat question. It's pretty early. I'm going to stay on for a little while. It's absolutely gorgeous here in Florida. Chilly. Well, not really chilly, but it's cool. It's not 90 degrees. It's more like 80. And it's absolutely beautiful here. So it's unusual. Usually it's either way too hot on Halloween. Never cold. It's never been cold before. Not since I've been here. So welcome. Hit the like button and subscribe. We're just going to go and see what happens today. Maybe I'll do a Scorpio reading. Maybe I'll read Scorpio. I've got Saturn next to me, my magic rabbit. My very bestest soulmate and friend. And we're just going to get started. So hopefully y'all dressed up. I'm actually dressed up as a tarot reader today. For real. But I'm not going to... I might get on the camera. I may, since I got my face on in this outfit. Maybe. So we'll see how it goes. Hello, people. All right, again, we're here. So if you have a question, just hit the like button, subscribe. You know how it goes. Oh, yep, my sound's all good. So yesterday I didn't have the fucking volume on and people were in and I didn't even know. I didn't even know it. But that's the way that goes too, right? What's this shit? Show chat. The funny thing about YouTube is they can never get their chat and their picture together at the same time. So how am I supposed to see my chat and also my frame? Because YouTube is special like that. What's this? All right, guys, welcome. So happy Halloween, All Hallows Eve. We've got an exciting weekend. Woo-woo, lots of parties, lots of fun, lots of amazing things happening here, there, and everywhere. So it is the Day of the Dead tomorrow, and then All Saints Day after that. Samhain for some witches, and a time of great festivity for many. So let's see what we're looking at. So I did my little meditation. Got back from a party. But I'm like, is there some crystals missing? I think I did take some out. All right. So here we go. So let's see. What do we have? Anyone have a question? I have 2 rabbits. Yes, 2. Satin, my magic rabbit, who's right next to me. And then Elvis, her husband, Elvis Parsley. He's in his bedroom watching over. He's the great protector. He's our protector bun. He's our divine masculine bun. Satin comes to work with her mama. So here we go. Even I have 2 rabbits. Oh, great. So let's see what we have here. Woo! What's going on in tarot land? There's a lot of veils. My ears have been ringing for a couple hours now. Ooh, so what do we have? We have the Star card, some healing. Been on a break, maybe you've been healing from something, someone. Yeah, actually I do. Satin, you can buy a reading from Satin, and I do the reading, but she pulls the cards. It's pretty expensive though, because I have to sit with her for a couple hours because she takes her time. And so I don't think you could afford to read from Satin, but maybe. So you've been on a break. You're walking away from juggling something. Somebody's healing something. Resting, walking away, maybe juggling finances, juggling more than one person, more than one situation. Oh, cool. Awesome. Happy to hear that. Well, the world needs a lot of help. So this kind of came out sideways. This is interesting because here we have a Queen of Pentacles turning away, which is so unlike the Queen of Pentacles. She's got her white rabbit there, but this is unusual because, wow, I never see her. In fact, I'm like kind of mesmerized. I'm like, is this, I didn't even know this card was in here. She told me her Pentacle, she's actually making the mudra of turning the wheel of Dharma. Okay, what? And she's turning away from something, maybe turning away from being juggled. That kind of came out sideways. Somebody here might not be, hey, how's it going? Please hit the like button and subscribe if you have a question. Free yes and no for everybody. If you want a paid reading, that's why I'm here. Oh my God, here's the King of Pentacles. As I was just talking about the Queen, we got the King. So she's kind of begrudgingly holding up the Pentacle, looking away. I don't know what's going on with this Queen. Usually the Queen of Pentacles has got her hand open. She's ready to give. But this time she's like, ugh, reluctantly, I don't know, she's throwing this. It's interesting that the next card to come out was the King of Pentacles. Very interesting. Very interesting. Somebody made a choice. Somebody's choosing an emperor here. So Aries energy, Taurus energy, to have a new beginning. And this is the truth. That a tough cycle is ending. Wow. So someone here has been healing and walking away from juggling. Maybe you've been in a marriage or a union with someone. Sideways means, I feel like it means it's kind of like in between the two, right? So the reverse is like the detriment of the cards or the shadow side of them. And in between is kind of a little bit of A and B, right? Someone's kind of turning away, maybe being a little begrudgingly, I don't know. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse is not great. She's very materialistic, controlling, very stoic, kind of just keeps it all to herself, doesn't want to share. And then here, it's look like a little bit of both. So I don't know if someone has been juggling a King of Pentacles, but there's a decision, an emperor, and a new beginning, and a very painful truth. Hit the like button and subscribe. Everyone gets a free yes and no when you've hit the like button and subscribed. I can see those go up because I have my YouTube studio open and it tells me both of those things. My ears are still ringing. Oh, this fills up. So let's find out about this emperor. All right, Ten of Pentacles sideways. Interesting. Oh my God, and Ten of Cups. Soulmate. Being spiritually guided and to make a decision. Wow. That's a lot. So tell me about this emperor and look at all this energy. So we've got two kings. So we got a king and an emperor and a queen. Whew. The bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Wands manifesting. Ooh. And the Queen of Swords cutting out. A new beginning. And what's unknown is there's going to be a crossroads decision about being a faithful lover and exploring something that's kept you stuck in your head. Interesting. Hi, how's it going, Mystical? Hello, everyone. You can ask a yes or no question. Everyone gets a free yes or no. Just hit the like button and subscribe, which you've already done, Muhar. So just go ahead and ask the question, and I will ask the cards. So it looks like there's been some healing on a break after walking away from somebody juggling someone else. Somebody made a decision. So we have Earth sign energy coming out strong. Taurus, Capricorn, and a decision, right? Maybe a marriage or a union. To be an emperor and have a new beginning after some sideways pentacles. And a tough, painful truth about something ending for the Queen of Wands. Who became a Queen of Swords when it came to lighting fire. All right. So, hey, Sarah. Okay. So who is here that wants a question? Did you hit the like button and subscribe? So this is pretty intense. So I'm going to find out more about why we have the Queen of Pentacles sideways. What's her deal? What's her deal, man? Why is she all sideways and shit? Yeah, let's go with the Starry Tarot. Did you hit the like button and subscribe? First of all, demanding that somebody does something for you is not only rude, but completely unrealistic, especially on this channel. Like, hello. Hello. So, yeah, she's laying down. This is very unusual for her. She's sideways, and so is this Ten of Pentacles, and maybe that was a part of it. It wasn't really a marriage that worked out. Maybe you're juggling a failed marriage with somebody, and you decided on someone else. A tough ending here, this painful ending. But there's a Ten of Cups, soulmate, that's spiritually guided to you, vice versa. This is pretty good. I like this. I'm going to find out more about the... All right, hit the like button. So you guys, if you want a free yes or no, I'm happy to do that. I like to do that. I'm here really for personal readings, but I'm happy to give free readings. But you just have to hit the like button, subscribe. When you do those two things, let me know, and I will answer your yes or no question if you put it in the form of a yes or no. It was a lie. Well, that's how it goes, isn't it? It's usually just our third eye that's covered, so we fall for it because of karma. All right, so I asked about, whoa, the Ten of Cups come out again, you guys. The soulmate, Ten of Cups, moving forward quickly with the Queen of Wands. Interesting. So I have a lot of fire sign energy coming up here. Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, you might have those in your chart, or just you're powerfully manifesting a soulmate, and it's quickly going to come in after you were being juggled, like tired of it. Maybe someone that you work with. Working on being happy after a heartbreak and being juggled. Yeah, and this is karma. So something is coming in. Ooh, I don't know. Might put you in your head a little bit, collective. So just ask in the form of yes or no. And we'll do that. Ooh, are you meant to be with your current partner? Let me ask that. Well, only know you know the answer to that question, but I'll ask you your question, Trisha, because you're the only one that knows how to follow instructions, apparently. Like the video, you guys, and once you sub, ask it in the form of a yes or no, and then I'll answer your question. I'm happy to do that. All right, here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Oh, okay, thank you. Thank you for the 20, honey. I appreciate it. However, that's not how you get a reading. I do appreciate that, though. I only do readings based upon, if you would like, because I'm only going to get, how to do this. So if you want a reading, you need to go to the link descriptions. Here are the links if you want to pay. So Drift Away, if you want a reading and you've paid some of that, then you can just pay the remainder on one of these links, because Cash App takes, not Cash App, but PayPal takes 30% and they only pay out once a month. That's why I don't really do like readings through their little super chats. But since you've given something, I will, so that was just a donation you gave, but for the donations, go ahead and hit these links, okay? And then go to the, I'm talking right now to Drift Away. So we have the different prices there. For the timing, it's $5. For the mini, it's $17. For the full reading, $25. The love battles, 2 options. So somebody may have 2 options here. I love those. And then you see the rest of it there. And yeah, so just pay the remainder on one of those, because I won't get paid. Like PayPal takes forever. So I'm answering a question for Trisha. Sasha, thank you. I appreciate that. So Sasha, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. So yeah, Drift, so you did 20 already, and that's fine. Just go ahead and pay the remainder on whatever you want. I will for one free question, so I can ask now. Oh yeah, absolutely. Go ahead. Go ahead and ask a question. You don't have to, again, you can either just make a donation or just whatever, but that's why I wanted to take off that button, but then sometimes my friends like to give me donations. Yeah, YouTube is, go complain at YouTube. They pay once a month and they take 30%. And they don't do anything. They don't promote my channel. I guess they let me use their, what, platform? All right, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. So Drift Away, go ahead and ask your question. And then Tasha, Trisha, Sasha. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Sasha, please tell me the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. Are they meant to be with their current partner? Here we go. So how the yes and no works is the first card I see. First of all of my cards are in the upright, every single one. If it lands in reverse, I know it's the opposite of that. So let me find out. Yes. So it came out kind of sideways, but I think it is certain. So I think that you are meant to be with the partner right now. Maybe you're having some doubts because it did kind of land sideways, but it landed like that. So I don't know if you're just going through a rough period of doubts, Sasha, but I think you're supposed to be with them. Maybe they're supposed to help you through this. Maybe you're just uncovering some childhood pain. Anyways, back to you, Drift Away. Will I ever hear from or see Tim ever again? Ooh, let's find out. So hello, everyone. Thank you to Drift for the donation. Hi, April. Hi Ankush. Hi, Raveen. Hi, Zen. What is this lady? Yeah, I think you're supposed to be with them. You're just going through a rough period, and I think they can help you. All right, here we go. 4, drift away, spiritual guides, angels and ancestors. Will they ever hear from or see Tim? Again, tells the truth. Will drift away, ever hear or see from Tim again? Where's this Tim? Where'd he go? That would be a yes. Whoa, that landed really quick, Drift. And if you want a little mini reading, let me know, Drift. Do you want a mini reading about Tim and where the hell he's been? Where you been, Tim? You're going to see him again. 12/17, ever again. So, Drift, if you want do a little mini reading, let me know, dear. Oh, that, well, it would almost seem impossible. I know, doesn't it always seem impossible? Doesn't it almost seem impossible when they ghost and never come back? It did come out sideways. Yeah, so did you hit, is he actually, I don't have contact with him. What's your question? Actually, he is my crush. I don't have contact with him. I'm from India. I don't know what your question is. Oh, Prashik feelings. Does Prashik have feelings for Prana? Oh, sounds very saggy. Well, don't mean he won't come back, baby. Do you want me to do a mini reading on Tim? I will. So, I don't know. I don't think, Prana, that they do have feelings for you. I think it's do they even know that you have feelings for them? That's what I'm getting about your crush, Prana. Okay, let's do that. So I'm going to do a little mini reading for Drift Away, because that's how it works around here. I'm working, you guys, and I'm here to make money. I've got bunnies to feed. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I'm a real psychic tarot reader. So we got a story here about a Queen of Wands. So you want me to do something about Tim? Okay, you know what I'm going to do, because it's Halloween, is I'm going to use my shadow deck. Since Shadow Tim has dissolved into emptiness and you don't even know where the hell he went. Spiritual guides. He stares at you all the time. Well, he may like you. I don't know. It says perhaps, but maybe he doesn't know you like him. So maybe he's looking at you trying to get a clue on whether you like him or not, Prina. He's not in any way he observe you. Girl, I have motherfuckers that stalk me for years. Years. Every post, every channel, every stream, they're here. And they refuse to talk to me, even though I write them messages and try to talk. And when they do talk, they say the most nastiest, disrespectful things. So you tell me why people do what they do. I don't know, man. People are weird. I don't know why people are like that. Delusions, karma. Here we go. Spiritual guides. Yeah, I guess that's haters. But they want to fuck me? I don't understand. They want to hate fuck me? I don't get it. We're not doing any hate fucking around here. That's not the frequency that I hold, all right? I maybe have I'm very in touch with my shadow. I'm a Scorpio rising. I can easily skate in the dark, and I love it there. I'm very comfortable, but that sort of deep, passionate darkness is reserved for only a real emperor that can hold love purely. Okay, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Here we go for no hate fucking. Exactly. No hate fucking. Don't blame your mom problems on me. I didn't do it. Okay, here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. So I'm going to move this out of the way. We'll have to finish this story later, because Drift Away has a story that we want to hear about. I'll just put them together. Come here. All these cards, I can just go together. Now, none of my cards are ever in reverse, so I have to make sure they're upright, because I've got a Virgo, Mars. I can't handle messes. That's why I don't fuck around with messy people, because no thanks. Keep your messy, weird, over-sexualized STD asses over there. Thank you. There'll be no messiness here, only pure bliss. Only pure bliss. All right, so here we go. Drift Away. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Tim and Drift. They were together for 4 years. The dude just disappeared. I think he was done. Oh, you're a Cancer? Oh, that's rough. You know what's funny? I'm a Cancer too. I'm a Cancer stellium. I also heard that I think there are 3 weeks of Sagittarius that are really good with Cancer, though. It's weird. You wouldn't think that would be a match, but I'm like, I read in I think it was A Secret Language of birthdays, and it was like, I was looking up compatibility, and like 3 weeks of Sagittarius were like, marriage, blah, blah, blah. I was like, what? Sagittarius? Those hoes. Those hoes. They stick it, and no thanks. To, no shame to any hoes, but I'm just not into it. I mean, it's cool, you know, like I respect it. I think it's spicy and racy. I mean, you know, I'm down to listen to stories, but that's just not my vibe, man. It ain't my vibe, yo. All right, so here we go. Here it is. You're going to get a mini reading. So you're stuck in your head. That's something that used to make you happy, and you're trying to manifest. Ooh. I feel like you're trying to manifest this so that you can move forward. The bottom of the deck, I have equal give and take. I have the Judgment card, and I have, what is this? The Three of Pentacles working together with the King of Pentacles. Well, I think the good thing about this is, Drift, you have some options. So I know we asked about Tim, but it seems like he's just preventing your happiness while you're trying to actually manifest someone or something. I feel like almost either your own emotional maturity that you can move on, and this in turn will bring you equal give and take. So once you make the decision, right, the Judgment card, that you're going to work together with the King of Pentacles to move on. I don't know if somebody else is in your purview and someone wants to date you after you've been single for a while, but it looks pretty good. Yeah, as long as they work on their own issues. Yep. So it's interesting because Tim didn't come up here, darling. Is his name Tim? Hi, how's it going, everybody? Drift away in it. Hello, hello. Just hit the like button and subscribe. Everybody gets a free yes or no, and I'm just doing a little mini reading here for Drift. But what I'm seeing is there's actually somebody else that wants to work with you. You have somebody here that wants to move forward with you. Yeah. But you're sad. So this cycle needs to end. You've been on a break. I feel like there's someone. So Tim isn't here. Tim's out of the picture. Old Tim seems like he was just a lesson. It's almost usually like, you know, your original questions, what you hear from them. Yeah, what happens is when you finally move on, then they come back again, right? That's real Gemini shit. I don't fuck with Geminis. And the motherfuckers never leave. It's like they got a sensor on themselves. You start to move on and then they come back. No thanks. So I think that you're manifesting emotional maturity and the ability to move on. You have 2 major arcana. We only had 3 cards here. I said I'd give you a mini reading. And I feel like you're literally learning how to manifest emotional maturity and healing here. Then how would you hear or see him again? I think it's because he's going to probably make a reappearance once you have finally stepped into your power. Like I said, that's how it works. I think it works that way for Cancer, especially. Letting go of something and then it comes around. So that's what will happen. Yeah, it seems like it. Seems like you've been stuck in your head about how to be happy. It's like you're learning how to move forward. So I think this was just a part of emotional maturity. I think for Cancer signs, especially, it's like about learning how to be emotionally mature after disappointment. We're very, you know, I don't know you, but the ones of us that are more healed try to, you know, be loving. But yeah, nobody's like, very few people can give the type of love Cancer gives. How's it going? I'm Shannon. Shannon, did I meet you? Well, honey, you can love someone and be a mad divine soulmate, and that doesn't make it. Didn't you? I'm like, didn't you come to yesterday's tarot reading? Baby, love is not enough. Maybe it's like a twin flame journey, soulmate journey. You love someone and you love them maybe more than anything in the world, maybe than anything you've ever loved in your life. But that doesn't mean anything. I mean, everything changes. Life is impermanent. We have to learn how to let go. If they don't want you, then, you know, why would you want them? And even if they do, if they can't treat you right, it's not worth it, you know? Love is not enough. Love is not enough, baby. All right, so Gray, sorry. I mean, I don't know. Doesn't mean he'll always be with him by the time he comes back. By the time he comes back, he may be somewhere else. lot of people come back around. They miss the benefits. Once you love a Cancer, that's the thing. It's hard to like get somebody else with that kind of love. Maybe a strong Leo has a lot of love like that, but nobody love like Cancer. Cancer, Pisces, Leo, those are the lovers. Although Libra and Taurus are absolutely amazing, they're gorgeous with Venus. They don't have the sort of fiery, deep love that those three signs have. So once you get a Cancer love, it's hard to. Let me see. Yeah, so Fox, if you have a question, just hit the like button and subscribe and ask your yes or no. Okay, let me find out. I'm going to get this for you. I'm doing you a favor here because technically you didn't pay me the right way. I usually don't fuck with that, you know. Like I said, I only get 70% of what you sent, and like once a month. And they just already cut a check for October, so it won't be till November. So in November, I'll get like whatever, $14, which is like not even enough for a mini. Let go and then heal. There's more. I just healed and better without him. I'm a Leo. Yeah, exactly. Let it go. It's hard, but Leos love hard. Cancers love hard. Pisces does too, but Pisces is less loyal than Leo and Cancer. They have sweet love, but they have that sweet love kind of for everybody. That's why they kind of like the dreamy lovers, and they don't have the loyalty that Cancer and Leos do. All mutable signs are as loyal as their interest at the moment, and that's not a criticism. It's just how it is. That's why they're mutable signs. Whereas like heavy fixed signs or like cardinal signs, when they really fall, that's like, it's hardcore. All right, here we go. We'll get a time frame. I don't know what that means, but we have the incels have arrived. The incels have arrived. The men who live with their mother, the men who don't even know how to cook a meal. They're not men, they're just boys. They still live with their mom and they can't get laid and they're mad about it. They say it's because of money, but it's just because they don't have any good personalities. So this is really the problem. It's not about money. If men really cared about the planet and women, they would get rid of the money system altogether, but they don't. So here we go. Hey, how's it going, everybody? All right, let's get a time frame. Yeah, they don't care. My ear is ringing so bad on my left ear. So, there's so much going. The veil is already thin, baby. Okay, so this is what I have. I think around March, you'll probably hear from him again. Probably when that relationship will fall apart. He's probably, listen, girl, I don't know if you know the facts about Sagittarius men. I'm just going to be real with you. Sagittarius is the #1 sign to cheat on their partner and the least likely sign to be open or polyamorous. Sagittarius gets bored really fast. I'm betting Tim was probably cheating on you and you didn't know it. I'm sorry to say that. So what's going to happen, he's going to be with this girl. He's going to get sick of her. And then he's going to come back to you wanting some loving. Maybe physically, maybe just he wants you to fucking rub his back. I don't know. But it sounds like Tim's a loser and I would let him go if I were you. Yeah, he's a soulmate. So what? Would you like to meet some of my scrappy ass soulmates? Only one of them was like an actual, had a potential to be divine masculine. It's because I wasn't divine in my past life. And so I created karmic bonds with people who weren't great. And now that I've evolved and become a divine feminine, like those people come back in, but it's only to test me to see, oh, are you really a divine feminine? Are you really a divine person? Or are you just ordinary and you're going to put up with whatever this trash bag offers you? So this is just the way it is. Sorry. Hey, Tanya, how's it going? Yeah, we have to be. Hey, Sydney. Hey, Drift. Hey, Tanya. Hey, Peepo. If you gotta, okay. And Kit, where's your question? You gotta hit the like button, subscribe. I didn't see it. So I'm gonna put this away. I'm gonna go back to, hey, Chair Bear. Yes, you will. I think that you will because it looks like there's somebody here that does want to give you equal give and take. Equal give and take has made the judgment to work together with this person to move forward after you've been single and you've cried a bit. And that cycle is going to end. So I think you're going to meet somebody. And I think that, you know, a King of Pentacles is way better for you than a Sagittarius. Earth and water are a much better match. Earth and fire can do okay if you got the right one. But Saggy, ugh. Please. They sure do. Sagittarius love to tell the truth, just not to themselves. Yeah. I mean, hashtag not all. Okay, I'm sure there's some very wise and honest ladies and men out there who live in integrity, but I'm telling you, I don't know. Like me and the monks I grew up with were full of integrity, and that's about it. And sometimes I wonder what those people was even lying too. I was like, yeah, damn, I bet a lot of them did lie. But if people lie themselves, it's easy to lie to somebody else. And most people aren't like strong enough to be honest with themselves. And so how are they going to be honest with somebody else? So it doesn't really matter. Yeah, well, there's a reason he's next. Aries too. Aries, yeah, I'm sad because I had a crush on an Aries and I just caught him in a lie today. And he just looked at me and he lied to me. And I was like, oh my God, he's lying. And I asked somebody else and they're like, no, that's not true. And I was like, wow. And then if I called him out on it, he'd be like, I was just kidding. And I'm like, no, you're lying. I fucking hate liars. You're not sticking your tongue in my mouth if it's full of lies. Sorry. It's never going to work. So I'm divinely protected because I always find that shit out. Doesn't matter how good you look in those tight pants and how blue your sparkly eyes are. Just don't be dishonest. Yeah. A couple of years, sure. Right. I know, I'm a fucking psychic. That's what I told him. I told him when I first met him, I said, I'll never lie to you. And I looked in his eyes. I think he thought I was fucking... I think it scared him a little bit. And then sometime like later, I would catch him and he would just be looking at me funny like, oh, it's a joke. And I'm like, not this one. Don't lie to me about that. Well, it's sad that you would lie to me anyways. And then the fact that I could verify it with someone else is even worse. No, babe, if you want to book a full reading, if it's just me and you, then email me at magicrabbittarot.com. What is it? I don't know where the fuck my email is. Oh, magicrabbittarot@gmail. I was like, wait a minute. And then we'll set up a time that we can do a video reading, or we can do a phone call, or however, wherever you're at. If you're in another country, then we'll do a video call, or we can just do audio. You don't have to be on video. I don't have to be on video. You get a recording, you get a picture, and you get a full reading with the full table, all that jazz. Or just catch me when I'm on here. All right. Aw, forgiveness of the sin. Man, I wish it was that easy. Yeah, liars are the worst. I just hate when people lie. Like, there's no reason. Just be honest. Hi, Danish. Just be honest, right? Just, like, be honest. Like, you don't have to lie to me. I don't like lying. It hurts me. It doesn't hurt me. It makes me not trust somebody when they lie. And if they don't trust them, then I'm not going to be able to have a relationship that's honest with them. We can have, like, a acquaintanceship. That's not a big deal. I'm sure everybody fucking lies. Sure, great. But I won't trust you. And if I don't trust you, then we're not going to get close. And we're definitely not going to smush faces. If you a liar, like I said, you got a snake tongue, it ain't going to be in my mouth. Yeah, they just love to get away with it. Well, they can't get away with it for me. Hi, Mr. Wang. They can't get away with it for me. Yeah, I'm not a fake. I'm a real one. Hey, Rena. Hey, Baba. Hey, Blake. Hello from India. Hello, family, spiritual family. My bunk-ass spiritual ancestors. Forgotten everything about the teachings. This is why the Buddha Dharma left India. And eventually corruption happened with it in Tibet and had to leave Tibet. And then it went west, and now it's in the west. And fortunately, most white people are too stupid to fuck it up, but there are a lot of fucking boomer white people who've, at least they've given Buddhism to the West in a watered down way that they can benefit from a little bit. But some of us had a real master and a real Vajrayana spiritual guide. I think there's probably like 6 of us on the planet, but well, I had thousands of brothers and sisters, but I don't know that they were practicing Dharma. Okay. Tell me, does anyone have a question? Hey, Star, I miss you. I was like, I wonder what she's doing tonight. Yeah, I'm either, unless I'm ignoring it on purpose. There's a bunny right here next to me. She's right here, my baby. Oh my God, you guys. 2 nights ago, we did long protector puja, which is like a practice we do once a month, and it's many hours long, and Satin and I have a commitment to sit through it because she's the Dharmapala and I'm the Dharmapala. So we were doing it and I had the most amazing dreams that night. I had dreams with rabbits in them, but the coolest part of the dream is I saw a white buffalo calf. And it was so amazing. And it was like, oh my God, yes, there's hope. There's hope yet, because the indigenous peoples will help us rematriate the planet after the tech bubble tries to destroy it. Aww. I wonder where you are. You were born into paganism. Cool. Cool. 144. Yeah, baby. Hey, Star. I miss you. Anyone have a question? Come on now. I got a little reading for Drift. We're going to move on, I guess. I was reading something about a Queen of Wands who's being juggling a king and a queen and an emperor. Oh, God. Here we go again with the trolling. Listen, Eddie, stop trolling me or I have to block you out. Stop saying weird stuff like that. You're just being like how many of these AI bot trolls does like fucking Google and Planeteer and you guys realize that when you're online, like on Facebook or Instagram or even YouTube, a lot of those are just bot trolls that are just say things to inflame people. And depending on your algorithm, they'll say inflammatory things to you, but they're not even people. They're just bots reproducing algorithms of divisive things. Why? So that we can think that other people are our enemy when actually our real enemy is the 1% and this weird fucking nihilistic future that they're trying to create for us. Like that has always been, we've always been in that reality, but we're waking up now. And so it's getting more insidious. That's why we have so many weird things happening. I mean, it's always been this way, but never have we had so much access to so much information. When I first met my teacher, he said, you know, from a point of view of like, if you were to talk to like rural Tibetans, Westerners live like they have miracle powers because they can communicate and see things on other sides of the planet. I was like, whoa. So it's like our technological evolution is not caught up with our spiritual evolution, and thus we have a split in consciousness. So ignore the troll bots. Stop saying weird stuff, Eddie, or you're going to get troll botted. Yeah, that's weird to say. I know my place is a blah. You should just know your place as a person. What's that has to do with your melanin? Which, by the way, like, what the hell? I didn't do nothing. That's what I'm saying. That's the trolling part of it. We talked about this yesterday. So you're trolling. So you're either not real or you're trying to inflame me. But you don't know me. Girl, I've been meditating 25 years. I got a Taurus moon. I've been through the shadow of the valley of death. I've sent myself several times, motherfucker. He's scared of me. When the Devi Putramara is scared of you, you think you're going to get anything out of me? No, I just think that you're doing it to offend other people. So don't do that. Sure, ask a question. Well, I've said millions of mantras. My voice should be beautiful. Millions. I have said millions of Vajrayana mantras. I have the voice as powerful as the Lord Vajrapani. Yes, I can read minds. Big deal. You too can too, if you spend countless lifetimes training your mind and 20, at least in this one, realizing it. So it ain't like I'm special. I'm just ready. Oh, yeah, I love Taurus moon. Whenever someone's like, my mom is blah, 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 I'm like, oh, God, I don't want to hear that because is your mom crazy or not? Because some moms are cool and a lot of moms are nuts. All right, so who's got a yes or no question? My question is, as I continue to heal, am I developing more spiritual? Yeah, she's crazy. Well, what's the rest of her sign? You didn't even send me $20, Eddie. I don't believe a word you say. That's why I think you're a bot. Said yesterday you're going to send me money, girl. You going to send me no money? Okay. Let's see. Oh, Aquarius moon. That's a good one. My crush was too. He's an Aries with an Aquarius moon. I was like, oh, this is perfect. And then he lied. And not just a little lie, but like a big one. And he was elaborating on it. I'm like, oh, God. Why lie to me? Sorry, I hit send my mistake. Okay. Oh, Sri Lanka. Again, home of my... You should respect all living beings. All living beings deserve love and respect and kindness. We're all here in this weird-ass reality. Just living samsara out, you know? It's all trapped in the fucking desire realm. Okay, who has a real question? So, Trisha, I already asked your question, dear one. Who has a yes or no? Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Baba. Does whoever the fuck Bubba's talking about, Bubba, Baba, Daddy Wing, Does whoever Daddy's talking about, do they still love Daddy? Baba. Daddy Baba. Sounds too weird. Oh, you guys, I thought of a hilarious meme. Weather permitting. I think they love you, but I don't think you act right. Oh, go away. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of... Who's has the next question? Who's the next question? Tell me how that's going. If you guys want to buy a reading, then the links are in the chat. So that's how much the readings are. I've pinned. Here are the donation. Do the God watch over me? Yes or no? Yeah, I'll answer that question. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. All beings watch over you. I mean, your guides, but I'll ask what you asked just because. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Blake. Do their gods, whoever they pray to and whoever they believe in, watch over them? Of course they do. They have a commitment to, yeah? Perhaps not today. Ooh. Well, maybe today they're not watching over you. What you doing today? Are you doing something funny? All right, so let's answer another yes or no. Chetna, are you still there? Did you hit the like button and subscribe? Does Nan start talking to me again? Does Nan think about start talking to you again? I pray to you, beautiful. Again with the whites. Remember we talked yesterday? Don't judge a lack of melanin by... You don't know anything. You can tell my genetics by my hands? Hello? I don't think so. Not every person that has light skin is quote-unquote Caucasian. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, yes and no is free. Will my dad love me again? The Sacred Day of Pagans. Yes, I'm hanging. All right, here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Chetna, are you still here? Whoever is here, you guys, you drop the questions and then you run away. You got to hit the like button and subscribe. Which god do you worship? Well, I'm an atheist, technically speaking. I'm a Buddhist. Buddhists are technically atheists, you guys. Buddha taught the only creator was mind. Mind creates all of reality. We share reality together. There are god realms, okay? There are hell realms, there are god realms, there are ghost realms, there are demigod realms, there's a human realm and an animal realm. So I don't worship any god. They're friends. Some of them are my old friends. I respect them as I respect all living beings, but nobody created me. My mind created my reality and will create all the realities that I experience. That's how you become Buddha. The call is coming from the inside. And when you realize that, that's why like religion is so disempowering, is we're just like waiting a whole, the same with the twin flame journey. You're waiting your whole life for a god to save you, a man to save you, a woman to save you, and blah, 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 blah. You'd be fucked. It's never gonna happen. It ain't gonna work out. It never has and it never will. Does Nanda start talking to me again? Are you still here? Hi, everybody. Hi. Well, then start sending money, Eddie. Okay, does Nan think the spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Chetna? Odin's cool. Tell us the truth, the whole truth. Does Nan start talking to Chetna again? So how this works, woo, first card I see, very doubtful. I don't think they're gonna. It's not looking great, sweetie. I don't know what that means, Eddie, but sounds like your mind might be enslaved by something weird like AI algorithm. So you're about 2 inches away from getting blocked here. Especially since you are a liar. You said you'd send money and you didn't, so you've displeased the goddess of the moon. You have displeased the goddess of the moon. Now you lie. You got nothing in your mouth. Just AI bot algorithmy. You can't even send money you said you was going to send. No, I don't believe a word of it. Right here, dear one. So yeah, so all of the, so in this chat box, there is a pinned comment that shows what you can get for your money. I already answered your question. You just get one free. Everyone gets one free yes or no. It's an energetic exchange. And in exchange for my exchange, you have to hit the like button and subscribe. I've been reading tarot since I was 14. I've been reading tarot for 30 years, you guys. I was reading mine since I was 4. Okay, just ask my mom and anyone else in the world. All right, great. So Moon, you can have a free yes or no. I mean, I really don't like that word. We're all wage slaves here in samsara. We're all slaves to our delusions. We're all slaves to our unhealed trauma. But you're just being a troller, so that makes me like, because you can't stop saying it. You're definitely trolling me, like some dude is trolling. And that's why it's a bot, because it's not real. But his botness, so somebody bought somebody bought me a bot, and it's helping the algorithm. All right. Please, for my love, is he coming back? Okay, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Moon Knight is, so how this works with a free yes and no is they're all in the upright here. Hi, baby. And remember, all those with ill intentions shall be met with the fierce and ferocious 6-foot Dharmapala rabbit with teeth like blades of iron. Okay. Yeah, free yes and no for everyone. Free yes and no for everyone. Here we go. I am sometimes nice. I'm kind and loving and compassionate, but I'm also a wrathful deity, which is all about the love too. That's what I'm talking about. Nuance, balancing the shadow, all that jazz. If you walk in your own shadow and you see yourself and you see others. I mean, I'm madly in love with my twin flame, but he's got noodles in his brain. So there's nothing I can do about it. I don't know what his problem is. He won't tell me. I don't know if he's mentally ill. And I'm like, is this a phantasm of my mind? It seems like it. So I just call him my Nosferatu, and I love him. However, I will not put up with being treated the way he treats me. So I love myself more. Like Kurt Cobain said, I love myself better than you. I know it's wrong, but what should I do? Okay, here we go. Will Moon Knight's love come back? So how it works is what we see is what we get. Will Moon Knight's love come back? Spiritual guides tell us. All right, you guys, I have to go to parties. I was going to go on the camera, but too many crazy people up in here. Whoa, whoa. So the first one I saw was surely not sideways. There's a lot of energy here, Moon Knight. It's kind of funny. I'm going to ask again because they all came out at once. That's great. You love women or whatever, white women. Who cares? Love yourself. Black women are the most beautiful women on the planet, in my opinion. That's just my opinion. I think black women are far, far more beautiful than anybody else. But I also think that Asian men are far, far, and indigenous men, North American indigenous men and Asian men are more far, far beautiful in my mind. But that's just because of my karma, okay? So I reckon, and everyone's beautiful. It's about your insides that matters, right? Not your outsides. All right, here we go. Here we go. Will your love come back? So it's definitely, it's funny. I think they will, but because this is definitely not no. So that's yes in reverse. I don't think they're coming back. Your love, whoever that is, Moon. What'd you do to him? All right, does anyone else have a question? Like a real question? What time is it? Yeah, okay, I'll be on here for a little while longer, but does he love me more? Does he love me than a third party? I don't know what you're saying no to. You can't even send me. You can't be reliable. How can I count on you, Eddie? You didn't even do what you say. If your words don't match your actions, then you couldn't be a reliable servant to me or anyone. Paid or unpaid. Paid or unpaid. So, all right. Oh, you don't even know me. But, you know, I'm a part of all living beings. So if you love all beings, then that's what matters. Who else has a question? Here. Does Kay still have romantic feelings? Ooh, Nikki, let's find out. And Shaldrina, that's a pretty name. Am I going to find work? Yes. I already asked and the answer was no, sweetie. Why are you saying please? I don't... What am I going to do about it? Okay. Spiritual guides. Hold on about Sagan. So, Sagan, did you hit the like button? You guys all need to hit the like button and subscribe. So tell me that you did that. When I see that those two things go up, I will answer your question happily. we have to do an energetic exchange. So Nikki, Shaldrina, GC, and Shodan. He is love me. Well, I mean, you can tell yourself that. Why are you always saying please? I don't. For free. You don't want to pay? Sending you $40. Yeah, here, send it to here, baby. And I'll do a reading for you, Taylor. Oh, good. No refunds. We've said this on camera. You've got it on camera. Don't try to do anything funny. Okay, yeah, Taylor, let's do a reading. Okay, Eddie. No problem. I would like you to come and do the dishes that are in the kitchen because, gosh, I don't want to do those before I go out, but I feel like I should. Yeah, take it to, yeah, like you said, they take 30%. Yeah. Do it to Venmo or Cash App or Zelle. All right. Venmo, Cash App, Zelle, Taylor. Any of those three I just posted right there. I prefer Cash App or Zelle, but I'll take Venmo too. That's fine. Oh, I'm not even saying any of that stuff. That makes me think that you're like, okay, so now I gotta do this. I told you. These AI bots are just crazy. Right? They'd just be out here doing all sorts of AI stuff. Okay, that's great. Thank you, dear one. All right, so let me check that, Taylor, and then think about your question. So how this works, Taylor, is you have wanted, so did you want to go do a full reading with the Oracle and everything? Yeah, so we've got a deep dive Oracle and Lenormand. So Taylor just got that. So think about your question really hardcore. So how I read tarot is in one or two ways. You either have one question, just one, because people don't understand when I start to penetrate reality and dive into that question, I can't just jump to another question. They don't understand how this works. This is psychic energy. If you're drawing more questions in, I've got to redraw the whole table. So either have one question that you really want to know and I'll penetrate the fuck out of it and I'll get to the bottom of it. Or if you just want a message from your spiritual guides, then I'll do all of that. And then maybe something will come up and you can get a Oracle and a Lenormand on it. Usually that's how that works. So if people are like, oh, I'll just do a message, and then the Oracle and the Lenormand will, like, if they see something, they're like, tell me about that. Then I'll go deeper in it. Does that make sense? Hey, Taz. Okay. Exactly. Thank you, Taylor. Listen, how many bitches and dudes come up to me and they'll be like, I read my own tarot. No, you don't. No, you don't. I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I tell you, I tried to read my own tarot. If it's something silly like, should I do this or go here? That's fine. But if it's like deep stuff, no, because all I see is my interpretation. That's why getting a reading from a professional reader is so important, because I am objective. I have no skin in the game. I have no reason to tell anyone something, and I don't lie. Unlike everybody else maybe in the planet, I'm not a liar. I have a vow against lying. I've made a promise to my Bodhisattva guru. I won't lie, and so I don't lie. So there's no reason for me to tell mistruths, because there's nothing for me to gain. All right, so I got it here. So go ahead and get your question, sweetie. Hi, Taz. I miss you, sweetie. What are you dressed up as? Does anyone else want a quick yes or no before Taylor gets their reading? Because Taylor's up first because they're the boss right now. So whoever pays me is the boss. This is how it works when you're an independent contractor. So Fran, I think you asked a question. Okay, you did. All right, Nikki, you hit. All right. Nikki. So Taylor, drop your question, dear, and I'll go right into it. And what kind of deck do you want? So do you want a Halloween deck? Do you want a deck picked up on your sign, or do you just want me to use my intuition and pick one for you? And I think that might have to do with the question. So unless you're like, hey, I want the Halloween deck, I want the Halloween oracles, or hey, I'm a Pisces, I want your mermaid tarot. I have a lot of decks. But if you don't have any preference, or if it's not like, hey, this is about work, I'll use my work deck. Hey, this is about love, I might use my love is love. It's all up to you, but I do let you choose. I'm dressed up right now, actually. I went to a party earlier. Well, I'm a tarot reader, but I put on like a cheesy tarot reader outfit. I had like a band around my head, like, you know how you see like on TV. They thought it was funny. I brought my cards, but I wasn't going to read for free. I don't read for free, you guys. I don't do shit for free. Even the yes or no's in exchange. I have given away my life for free for 40 fucking years until I woke up and realized my karma had been purified. I no longer had to be the mule for others, that I deserve all good things and everything worth me, because I put out the type of energy that is stainless, and I don't meet people like me very often. Sometimes you do. But once you get self-esteem after you've been a people pleaser and an overgiver, it's like, no, we're not doing free anymore, kids. Not for psychic energy. Not for psychic energy. It's too much. I'll help you when I help you. I spend hours of my week volunteering organizations. That's my free work. Exactly. You shouldn't need an energetic exchange. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't do anything for free anymore. We're done with those days. I spent 20 years working 5 to 7 days a week for free. Both in my Buddhist temple, I taught for 10 years for free. Nobody paid me. I was like administrative work, bookkeeper for free. I worked for organizations, anti-racist organizations, community mutual aid organizations, all for free. I still do those things. I don't work for the temple anymore. I do work for volunteer organizations. I do that for free, but that's the only thing, because I want to. Because everybody should volunteer. Anyways, I'm done. I'm off my white horse now. All right, Taylor, sweetie, drop your question, honey. Drop your question and I'll do that. All right, so Nikki, let me go back to your question, dear. I have to find it because it's like way the ass up here in this dumb AI troll. I swear, when people come on and say weird things like that, you know it's an AI troll. Nobody talks like that. That's weird. Ew, my husband choose me over the third party. Baby, if your husband has brought a third party into your marriage and you're not up in that as well, and you wasn't on board, then you need to choose yourself. Some tarot you don't need no damn questions answered for. You just need to wake up. Okay, so back to Nikki. Nikki, where was your question at? Oh, does Kay still have romantic feelings? All right. Hi, Sherry. How's it going? Welcome. Welcome to Magic Rabbit Tarot. So I'm going to do a reading for Taylor. If you have dropped your question, I haven't seen it. If you want it to be a private question, let me know. So just tell me how you want me to do your reading, dear one, and what deck you want me to use. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Nikki. Does Kay still have feelings for Nikki? So how this works is the first card I see in this yes and no deck is the card we take. Whoa. That flew out white. It's certain that they still have feelings. That flew out first. So it says, it is certain. Now, is the feelings good? I don't know. So Taylor, are you still here, darling? Or you could email me your question too. Oh, this is what your question is? That you already put here on here, Taylor? Sorry, you did put a question in there. Tony, how would you want me to call you? T. Taylor. Did you, okay, here, the prices are, Sherry, the prices are up in, I've been reading for 30 years. This is 90% off. So my readings start at 65 when I'm in person with people, and people are more than happy to pay that because I'm good. So in the pin and description, there's prices for what you can get. The most expensive reading with the big, you're going to get a full table. You'll see, because I'm doing Taylor's. So where'd you go? I dropped it twice, but yeah. Oh, honey, see, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. See, that didn't come up. See, YouTube is fucked up. I refreshed it twice for live. I'm like, did they drop their question? Did they drop their question? And that's the first, and I scrolled backwards. Nope, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. I swear to you, it didn't show up. Sometimes YouTube does that, don't they, Taz? Taz has done that before, where she's come in, asked questions, and it doesn't show up. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hello. All right. How are you? I'm good, Mr. Vinzio. Okay, so I dropped it. I wanted to know my 15 years worth hanging on to. Oof. Whew, I'm waking very well. I don't know if he is. Okay. All right. All right. Do you have a deck preference, dear? You want a shadow reading? You want a light reading? You want a haunted? What kind of deck would you think? So this sounds like a love reading, so I could use the Love is Love. It is a queer-themed deck, but that does not mean it's just for queer people. It's just queer-themed. And then I have my shadow decks here. We could go into the shadows if you wanted. Okay. He's more than a handful. Not Vincenzio. Well, hello, welcome. So, what do you want for your deck? Maybe give me their sign then. Yeah, if you give me your sign, you don't have to give me your sun signs, but if you don't have a deck preference, I have so many decks. Again, like I said, we could go with money, or sorry, we go with love. I mean, the Love is Love. We could do a haunted house. I could do more of a shadow reading, or I could pick your signs. And I'm not seeing what you're dropping either. So unless you have like a preference where you're like, this is what I want, Selena, you can call me whatever. T works. All right, T. So did you pick it? Do you have any idea what kind of deck you want? You're going to get the Lenormand and you're going to get the Oracle, but do you know what kind of tarot deck? I have so many decks. So you have a theme to it. So we could do a love type of theme, or I could do a shadow kind of to find out more in the shadows, or just the haunted house one. It's totally up to you. Totally up to you. You're the boss. Whoever pays me is the boss. That's how it works when you're 1099. Maybe if you give me their sun sign, I'll pick on that. Since we're asking about your partner, that might be a good idea. You tell me this is their sun sign, and then I'll get a vibe, and I'll do what Spirit says. And again, I'm not seeing anything. It's like I'm trying to... Yeah, YouTube is funny, you guys. It's not always me. Like I've asked Tyler or T, and they haven't answered the question. Okay, sorry about that, guys. You know what's crazy is this second time in the last week, so you know we're in like Mercury retrograde shadow, because I had... It could be you, Taylor. Seriously, I used to do that. I went on my friend's. She was doing tarot. She's also a reader, and she does Twitch instead of YouTube. And I went on. She does some YouTube too, but mainly she does Twitch live. And I went on, and I crashed the whole system. She's like, I had no problems until you came in the room. And I'm like, oh, I'm so sorry. So anyways, that's a valid thing that you said. Like, that can happen. All right, so here we go. Sorry, we're back on. So it's weird, though. Registered. Me too. You know, I do that too with other things. So yeah, that's how it works when you have a powerful mind. You said you're a Taurus. I have a Taurus moon. So I feel you there. Powerful minds. That's what they do. But it's weird too. It's Mercury retrograde, but I think it's also strange because that happened last week because I'm not actually out of battery. And my phone has turned off. And last week it had 25%, and now it had 32. And I'm like, why is it turning off? Everybody else. But yes, I've done the crash registers, crash computers, change the weather. I'm not going to say the word. Oh gosh, wow, that's cool. You know what that reminds me of too? Ruby Sunday. Is that her name? On the Doctor Who episode, she could make it snow. It was weird. All right, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. We're back. We're in. So what I'm going to ask now, I'm going to tap in. So I'm going to tap into your guides, and I'm going to ask about your partner. All right. So how this works is I tap into my guides, who talk to your guides, because all the guides are up there talking and hanging out. There's no such thing as like different religions in Spiritual Town. Different lineages, yes, but that's all. Tell me the truth. Let me see. Give me a reading here that's accurate for T. Let us know about their 15-year partnership. So what we're going to get then, let me move this out of the way, is we'll get kind of the past, present, and future on this. So we're going to get the past, present, and future, like whatever it is that's leading you here, whatever you're in now, and then where you're going, because we want to find out about it. Oh, what are you doing? The 6, maybe 7? 6, 7? The South Park joke. Well, I like that you're being honest. At least you're taking spiritual accountability, huh? I wonder where you are. I wanted you to show me way around the city walls, the way on through. Okay, here we go. Oops, folks. All right, so we're in, right? It's heavy. Oh boy, then. Well, you know, shit, I imagine. Capricorn, Taurus. Here we go. Here we go. We got Saturn in next to us, so we're fine. Let's get a truth. So let's see. What is this about T and their partner? What is this? Where are we going? What's the future? Oh, the King of Cups. Used to be so loving and kind. Whew, but then what happened? Ah, yes. So one of you is coming up the feminine, and one of you is coming up as the masculine. Oh, you can't even see it over there. Let me move this over. One of you came up with the masculine, and one of you came up as the feminine. Who's who in this? Now, again, gender is not important because, remember, gender isn't real and definitely not in tarot. Because, yeah. So which one in this story are you? Are you the Queen of Swords or are you the King of Cups? Oh, damn. Interesting. Ooh, this is coming on out. See where my cutoff here. Oh, there's the devil. There's the Cappy. Oh my. Okay. Wow. Interesting. Fuck. Yeah. Okay. And yet I see that you're trying to manifest him to choose you because you want to move forward after you've done all this work to be happy. Wow. So obviously you already know this. So what I'm getting is that, you know, he's been juggling you. And so you had to cut him off. And now you're trying to manifest him back, or he's trying to manifest you back. But I feel like this is you trying to manifest a decision for him to choose you. So it's like you're trying to shift the energy between you guys so that you can move forward because you've already done this work and you're already feeling happy. You're welcome. You're welcome, Nikki. So, but there's all this conflict. Look at this. It's like you're trying to defend yourself as well. Wow. It's like on one hand, you're tired of being juggled and you had to cut him off. And on the other hand, it's like you want him back, but you want him back differently. And that's like not possible. Yeah. There's been oh my God, look at this. Baby, we got 2 7s in a row. We got the 7 of Wands defending off any deception. You know that they're deceptive. You know that they're deceptive. I don't know their gender. I don't care. And it's almost like, you know, that it's like, okay, so it's like you're defending off this apology or this believing energy because you know this person is your, wow. You know this person is your soulmate, but you want them to heal. And now you're in illumination. So because I'm on my phone, I usually do 1 row of, this would be 1 row. Okay, but you can't see it because the table and the phone and so forth. So this is row 1. This is row 1. Row 1 is this person was juggling you for far too long, whatever that means, juggling you. I don't know if they were, I don't know, whatever. 2 of Pentacles in reverse is either broke ass, but I feel like morally more than physically, but maybe it was physically. I know, without a shadow of doubt, I left him, so he's trying to come back. Yeah, exactly. So he's trying to manifest his way back in, right? For you to choose him. He says he's going to give you the world. Look at it. He's got the world in his hand, but he didn't even have the damn wand in his hand. Just one behind his back. And so he wants to move forward to work with you, but you're defending off this deception because you know this person needs to heal. Wow. Tense. Hi, Nadia. How's it going? Okay. Well, if you know that he's lying, so this is the past. This is where you're at now. So it's like you chose yourself and you defended off. You knew that there's lies here. You're not going to believe this shit. Look at this bunny. This bunny's like, motherfucker, I know this fish is bad. Look at him. That fish looks crazy. You're like, I know this fish is no good. Here, we can move these over a little bit. I don't want this. Take a screenshot of this. This is your first line. So he's trying to manifest you to decide to move forward after doing all this work to make yourself happy. And you're defending off some bullshit here. Look at this one. I love the 6 of Cups because one of the bunnies is like, is this motherfucker for real? I told you this was a shadow deck. But there's healing here. Interesting, because this is like, usually the star has both of his feet in the water and he only has one. Oh, interesting. This is a download I'm getting. Usually the star card, the girl's on her knees, right? She's got 1 jug of water she's pouring in, but look, he's got 2 jugs of water and he's not on his knees. It's like he's sideways. Interesting. I don't know. 2 jugs of water, too many. Oh, the rabbit. I love the rabbit. We love the year of the rabbit. So here we go. Moving on. So that's the past, all right? You cut him off because you knew he was juggling. Now he's trying to manifest you because you've done all this work and you're happy, but you're fending off the bullshit, even though you know this is your true, you know, you love them. They're your true love, a soulmate. But you also know that they're not really healed. Okay, so now where are we at right now? So spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of T, where are we at right now with T and her? See how this came out sideways? I don't know that that anything has changed at all. It somehow was, oh, I just got a download. It somehow was expected. I'm getting more downloads. I just got a bunch of hiccups. It somehow was expected and unexpected. I don't think they ever thought you were ever going to end this tough cycle and fight to be strong. Oh my God, they underestimated you big time. Probably because you put up with their shit for so long. Hey, Divine, how's it going? Probably because you put up with their shit for so long. So it's like, it's almost unexpected. They're like, what do you mean you're ending this cycle of fighting and being a wounded warrior? Like, they're surprised. They're like, wait, I'm Satan. I could put you through a lot more. And you're moving forward. Wow. They didn't expect this at all. So what else? Yeah. They didn't expect you to move forward from the heartbreak. It's almost like this heartbreak was meant to keep you forever. over some timing. How old are you guys? Are you a more mature couple or are you younger? When I say more mature, I mean plus 40. You don't have to tell me how old you are, but, or are you like, did you meet in your 20s and you've been together and now you're in your 30s? That's exactly what I felt. Yeah. It's like they didn't expect you to move on over past your heartbreak. They thought, oh, I'll just keep them here forever. Whoa, okay. Let's. Yeah. Oh my God, there's no new beginning. Look at this, baby. Look. Who came out in reverse? And you guys know all my cards are upright. I don't have a single card in reverse. They did not expect this. Wow. So you're really throwing them for a loop here, T. Yeah, look at this. Whoa. Excuse me, I need some water. T, they did not expect this. Okay. They didn't expect this. And they think that you're not being fair. Because here you are, you're the Taurus, right? You came in sideways. They think that you're... See these? This is their doubt in you. This is their thinking you're going to crumble. And you know what? You may. Taurus isn't great at saying no to people they love. But that's where you grow up and you say no. I've had to do it. I'm a Taurus moon. Like I said, madly in love. But that doesn't mean I'm going to let someone treat me like shit. I don't care what your name is. I don't care if you're father, mother, spiritual guide. Well, spiritual guide would never do that. But Sangha, I don't care what your name is. Your title means nothing because we're all equal here. So they didn't think that you would choose this. So this is where they're at right now. Yeah. See how this fell? Wow. So here you are right here. See, you're in between being single and being with this sideways ass Two of Cups. That's what they thought. They thought they'll always be with me. So this is the energy of right now. I feel like I'm going to cut that off there. And here you are. You're wanting to explore. Explore what? Your intuition. You're already doing that. And you're tired of being in hangman about this because you want to get to calmer waters. Yeah. So it's like it's time to put your see, it's like it's the way that you get to calmer waters in this situation is start to be really emotionally detached, which I know is hard since you love somebody. But you've been disappointed way too many times and it's time to move forward. Whoa. It's like you've been an angel for long enough with this person. Wow, there he is, the king. I'm not done yet. Okay, so that's the second row. None of you will be in my life. Exactly. If you people aren't in an alignment, then what's the point? Right? It's just a name. Mere name. That's what the veil of samsara is falling, especially in the West, right? For Westerners, it's like all these illusions about what the government is or who family is. It's like all just a dream. They're just names, and the people have manipulated our belief in those words, right? Those titles, those labels, and that's not how it is supposed to work. So here we go. Let's go to the future. So right now, the energy is like he doesn't expect you to stay gone long. He or they. Again, I don't know their gender. I don't care. Hi, how's it going, Alicia? So they know that you're at a crossroads. See, they know it. They know that you're having a hard time. So that's the thing here. This person knows you really, really well. And they're surprised that you've gone this long defending yourself and moving forward. And they know you're here, and you're at this crossroads between, do I want this relationship that doesn't ever seem to go correctly, or do I want to stand on my own? Wow. Yes, I'm very accurate. I told you I've been reading minds since I was 4 and reading tarot since I was 14. That's a long time. I'm pretty old now. I'm in my 40s. I'm pretty old. She's pretty old now. All right, so here we are. Let's do the next. So spiritual guides, then what's up next? What's the correct thing to do? Whoa. Yeah, it's like you don't even... The first fucking thing to come out was the lover sideways. It's like you don't even want to make this choice. See, that's why we had that hangman coming up. So, so what's next then? Shit, that flew out too. Yeah, because it stresses you the fuck out. You are so worried about this. So Spirit, we already know this. Okay, I think what Spirit's saying here is that the reason why you're so stressed out is because you won't make a decision. Because once Taurus makes up their mind, they make up their mind. Wow, but you said you have a Gemini moon. What's this? Oh my God, look at this. These are all horrible cards. These are where you're like heading if you don't change something. Maybe this is where you're at now, and that was like the final line of it. It's like you haven't made a decision. It's stressing you out. You're disappointed. Now you're stuck in your head. So... It's a he. Okay. I thought so, but again, I don't, want to assume people's genders. All right. So what's next then? So yeah, here you are fucked up. You're like, I don't want to choose. This is already making me stressed. I'm already disappointed. I'm stuck in my head. Okay, Spirit. Well, what next though? Okay. Well, Spirit is saying you need a faithful lover here. Oh my God. For the Taurus, look at this. You have 2 knights. It's almost like these knights are looking up here at all this trauma. See how they're both facing the right direction? And you know in your heart of hearts you deserve a faithful lover. And you know that it may take a long time, but it's like they're both facing in the correct direction. So Spirit is saying, what do you want? You can continue this forever. In fact, you can be reborn and do it again. But if you want a faithful lover, that may take a long time. But the spiritual lover and these 2 knights are good knights. Yeah, and something passionate. And something equal. And a new beginning love. Whoa. Low, not low. Wow. Look at this. Temporal. Oh my gosh. Well, I hope you're okay. I hope that's not like life-threatening. Use it to increase your psychic powers and it's safe because it sounds intense. Okay, so this is saying that what you want is a faithful lover. You want a new beginning of passion. You want something equal, give and take, and you want this new love. Wow. Whew, so, and then I saw the King of Wands. It's like you have this energy to manifest something else. Whoa, okay, what's coming up? Yeah, you're being patient and using, look at this, whoa, okay, so Spirit is saying you are sticking yourself in your head. You are allowing this to continue because you haven't made your mind up. And he knows that. And he knows as long as there's a little crack of light, he can get back in and bring his shit fuck around again. So you asked about him, but I don't see this changing anytime soon with him. I see you finally making a decision to want something faithful and something true and spiritually aligned. Because the Knight of Wands, the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Cups are about faithful to something and being a slow spiritual ally. This card literally means a true companion and a spiritual ally. However, it takes a long time to manifest it sometimes, and maybe you've been manifesting it the whole time. Hey, how's it going, Alicia? I'm reading for a Taurus. That's all right. Hi, Valerie. Hi, Sufini. I'm living in the U.S. here in Turtle Island. Okay, so it's like you're being patient and using your intuition. All right. Spirit says spend time alone. I just saw the Hermit on the top. Whoa, that just flew out too. Yeah. Okay, so I saw the King of Wands and now we have the Queen of Wands. I don't know if you're gonna... Oh my God! Whoa! Did you guys see that? Did you guys see that? That's fucking amazing. Just as I said something about the King of Wands, what the fuck came out on top of the Queen of Wands? Whoa, you guys. Sometimes my own tarot freaks me out. Sometimes I get blown away. Because I just work here, remember. We all have this ability, but I just have very strong spiritual protection and a close connection with my spiritual guides. Okay, so you're going to manifest something else altogether. You're going to manifest somebody... Whoa, oh my God. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 pentacles here, or 3 aces. And I just got goosebumps in my head leading you to union, but you don't know about this, but it's going to be revealed that there's an emperor here that doesn't want to lose you. Wow. Okay, whoa. So you have a new beginning and something right in your energetic field, okay? And I'm getting goosebumps on my right arm. So that's the masculine side. You might meet this person through work or as an opportunity of something new. Maybe not like I work with this person, but like something that you're doing, right? Could be your new spiritual, whatever it is that you consider. Like this says temperance. So we got Sagittarius. Maybe it's going to be a Sagittarius that you're going to meet. But you're coming up as the Queen of Wands because you're manifesting this. What are you manifesting? Something stable, something sexy, and something loving. You're using your intuition. So you could meet this person and they could be a part of like an entrepreneurship with you because the King and Queen of Wands are like a power couple. They're like the hot it couple. They run their own everything. You'd think Taurus and Capricorn would be that way, but man, Capricorn's got noodles in their head most of the time. Hashtag not all Capricorns, don't come at me. So anyways, it's pretty amazing. So hello to Valerie and Alicia. So now I'm going to go deeper because this is like good on all of this. So you asked about him, but there's something else coming up. And I don't know if this is just you being in your masculine and your feminine together, and that's a part of you transcending the reality of being trapped in this situation and you're trying to be patient. This could just be you and you. But with this here, baby, I don't think so. Unless you're going to like, you know, that could be it. Maybe you're finding something passionate that brings you stability that you also love. But I don't think so. This seems like a new romantic energy altogether, a power couple energy. Wow. Maybe a Saggy. But there's an electric chemistry here, and there's all three aces. It's taken a long time, but this person can be faithful to you. Wow. Yeah, go ahead and make a payment and to do a donation, and you can be next right after T. So T, this looks really good. So now you get to choose. I'm going to do Lenormand on it. So which of these do you want to do Lenormand on? Do you want, like, ask a specific question? So I've done the reading of the tarot, so now we're going to do Lenormand. And the thing about Lenormand is it's like a clarifier. I use it as a clarifier. So Lenormand is, it's not like tarot where it's more interpretive. Like tarot depends upon the cards around it, which direction the cards land, the imagery on the cards. Lenormand's more like, I'm telling you something and this is the thing that's going to happen. It's actually a little more directive, to be honest. And then I'll do an oracle on whatever you want after that. Like if you want an oracle about love or money or just on anything else. So exactly what I've been trying to do. Okay. You're going to get it. So ask now, you've got the reading. Ask a Lenormand based question. So I've given you a full table. In fact, you got 3 over because these were big cards and I don't have much room. So this is how I read tarot, guys. I do full readings. You know, it's not like just a 10 spread. And there's nothing wrong with doing like a Celtic cross or having a couple of cards. But I do a full spread because it's a story that I'm unfolding because, you know, tarot's energetic. I don't know what's going on. Like, so pick your part that you want Lenormand's on. Do you want to find out about this when it's coming? Or do you want to know more about this person that's just expecting you to keep doing the same thing over and over again? So it's up to you. Or whatever you want to go deeper in. But the Lenormand clarifies. So tell me what you want clarity on, and then we'll do do your oracle, which is whatever else you want. And these readings where you get this full table, this is 90% off. A reading like this that I charge is like $120 because it's so much and people keep it forever. And I'm good. I just do it cheap on YouTube because I want to grow the channel. And I like to come on YouTube. If I had a different camera setup, you guys could see me, but like I don't have, like, there's a wall right in front of me. Like, where am I going to put a camera? To the side? You can't see the cards then. I've tried all things. Sometimes I have satin next to me and you guys can see the table, but you still can't see me. Sometimes I do this. The vertical stream, they push more on YouTube, so I come on the vertical. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. You are you're not trying, baby. You are manifesting. Look at this. 1, 2, 3 cards of manifestation, girl. And you had the damn magician, but I feel like that was him trying to manifest you. But you're being patient and using your intuition, and you're bringing this in. You're bringing this in. Okay, here we go. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. What is this new situation going to look like for T? What are they going to look? What's it going to look like? So how we get through Lenormand? Tell me about this, Spirit. Tell me about this King and Queen here. Ooh, okay, so we have the light card, which is like the sun in the tarot. So something is going to be revealed and shed. It's literally like shining the light on something. Yeah, about an ending because someone was trying to steal from you and you're going to have something else coming in. Damn. All right. Okay, I've got goosebumps in my legs, T, which means this is about your movement forward. So goosebumps in the legs is about moving forward, especially the lower legs. Spirit is saying you will find out when you end it with this fucking thief. When you end it with this thief, you're going to get what? The fish. What are the fish? The fish bring in news. They bring in opportunity. I think you're going to find out also, too, how many other ways he fucked you over. Yeah, and it's going to bring in this new opportunity, which is the lilies. Thank you, Spirit. Wow. Okay, that's pretty direct, T. Like I said, I'm getting goosebumps. This is how it's going to happen, babe. As soon as you end it with this thief, you're going to get news that's going to bring you a lot of hope. Hey, we've been reading for a Taurus. I'd love to know a time frame. I don't think energetically we ever get one, but I feel like I've been waiting. Girl, I know. All right. So let me use, then I'll pull the oracle for time frame and I'll ask that. So basically what it's saying though is energetically it's you that has to let go. So maybe that's why we don't get what listen, I'm a Taurus moon with a Scorpio rising and I can be quite stubborn. What Spirit's saying that it's up to you, the timing, but I'll do this will be your oracle, right? The divine timing oracle. Is that what you want? Hi, Melissa. How are you doing? Hello, Alex. All right. So, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. So, Spirit's saying when you end it with this thief, that's when something's going to come in because the fish are new opportunities, news coming in of what? Of hope. The lilies mean hope. Literally a renewal, something positive, a blessing. But you have to end it with this thief first. And once someone finds that out, then it's going to come in. So let's get the time frame on this. Okay. Create space for okay, so you get this generic. So this is how I do the oracle with the divine timing. This motherfucker gives me 3. Sometimes you get create space. So if you want it to happen sooner, if you want this person to come in, you need to cut off this other person within 3 months. Okay, that's good. I was like with my this is how the timing oracle always works this way. It will give 2 of the answers will be like in divine timing and blah blah blah, and then it'll actually give a real answer. Okay. Yeah, when people come in and start doing weird things, this is tarot. All right, so let's get one more on this. So it says within 3 months. So I think within 3 months, you're finally going to hit your... Yeah, this is January. Whoa. Dude, what's... Oh my God. November, December, January. That's 3 fucking months. I am doing personal reading right now, Vanilla. So someone just paid me. They gave me $37 and we did a full, there's 3 decks of cards under here. They had 3 rows, which ended up being a lot. And then they picked a Lenormand and this is their oracle. So yes, Vanilla, I do readings. And in fact, I'm going to close out the stream unless someone's going to get a reading for me because I have to do other things, but I'm happy if somebody pays me, I'll stay, but if not, I'm going to go. And I'm going to leave this reading up. And so you'll get this reading for 2 weeks, you guys. So I leave up videos whenever someone comes and they pay for a reading, I leave it up for 2 weeks. So you can access it anytime within that 2 weeks. If you want it afterwards, request the link from me. So yeah, Vanilla, if you want to buy a personal, now's the time because I just finished up T's. And T seems very satisfied. I'm a for real psychic. Like I said, I'm a real one, you guys. I have a few more minutes. I could do one more read. Probably as it should be, sweetie. I mean, I don't try to do it to... I think what you need to do is let go, and that's going to create this space, and then someone else is going to come in. I think it's going to be either a fire sign or just someone you're really going to have a lot of chemistry, and maybe even a business with, because these are the power couple. This is what I want. I want this power couple shit. No more Peter Pans, no more swarthy, good-looking loser boymen. I feel like that's been my life since like 2000, when I dumped the last good possible DM that I had. Yeah, no worries. Sorry that it fell out. But yeah, so I think by January you're going to meet this person. I think you just have to let go. You need to cut it off. Spirit's saying cut it. Cut the thief out. And then this is going to bring in somebody else. Yeah, so this is good. So you said you wanted to know about you and this person, and I just don't think it's ever going to change. And I feel like that's the lesson. Like I was saying, people are soulmates. We have love. That's what a twin flame journey is. Like I said, I absolutely madly am in love with my twin flame. I would do anything to be with them, but they just don't treat me right. They're not nice. They're like mean and stalkery and weird. I don't understand it. I was like, do you love me? Let's just be together. It's not really hard. Just, are you a good person? Okay, well, I'll help you become a better person. Like, I don't expect someone to be perfect. I'm not fucking perfect. But I sure ain't gonna put up with no dumb dilly-dally, willy-wally, wang-a-doo, fucking whatever you're doing. Whoever you're banging, whatever's going on. Oh, you didn't pay me the right way, sweetie. Can you... Damn it. Y'all keep paying me wrong. That's where you're supposed to pay me. Can you take that back and pay me correctly, or no? Does it not work that way? Because basically I only get 30% of that. So I'll give you a full reading. I'll give you a full reading, and I won't do a love battle because it was $30. I'm like bad at math. I'm literally an accountant. I'm like, I need, what's 30% off 30? It's 21. So technically it's, you didn't even, I don't even get, that's all right, Vanilla. It's not your fault. I need to turn it off, but sometimes I have friends that come in and they just want to give a donation, right? They're like, you don't have to do anything. I love you. I just wanted to give you money. And I'm like, okay, fuck yeah. So the problem is YouTube takes 30% of everything that you guys pay me through stickers. But that's okay. So I'll give you, out of my kindness, because I'm generous and it's a holiday, I'll do a full reading. I'm not going to do a love battle because I'm only getting $21 for that, and I won't get it until November. That's another thing about YouTube. They only pay you once a month. But that's okay. You didn't know. And again, it's like I want to take those stickers off. Ugh. I should have take them off because I don't do super chats. And I can't always be saying that when I'm doing stuff, but it's fine. It's all right. So Vanilla, why don't you go ahead and drop your question, sweetie? And then tell me if you have a particular deck that you want me to use. And I'll do your reading for you. I'll do a full reading. You'll get a full reading. You won't get like the other stuff, but you'll get a full reading. So you'll still get a full deck. And maybe out of my love, I'll give you a Seasons of the Witch. How about that? Or you can always ask a free yes and no because you didn't do that either. So yes and no is free. You just hit the like button, subscribe. That's for everybody. And yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and clean this up. You're welcome. So go ahead and tell me your question, dear one. So how this works is, this is how my tarot works. So I've been reading tarot for 30 years. I have a very close relationship with my spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. I'm a Buddhist reverend. I don't lie, cheat, steal, or kill. So how it works is whenever you ask me, I ask them, and they give me the information because they're talking to your guides, okay? So all the guides are all buddies. And then I get the answer. So go ahead and tell me what the question is. So you either get, oh, sorry, I didn't tell you the most important thing. You either get a question, a specific question like T just asked. They asked a specific question, or you just can get a message from your guides. But you can't, I can't start a reading and then you change the question. People try to do that shit. I'm like, it doesn't work that way. I'm not a slot machine. I'm not an AI algorithm. I'm a human that is tapping into psychic powers. I have to focus on one psychic line of thought at once. I can't just hop around. I could, but y'all don't have the money for that. If you want me to work like that, y'all gotta pay me like $1,000. That's why like super real, like hardcore psychics, they're not on YouTube. They work for the government doing bad things, probably. I don't know what they do. I don't know. I never really met a real psychic, to be honest, besides myself. I have friends that are intuitive and psychic too, but I've never met anyone as good as me. Not in like life, but just like at reading minds and stuff. But I haven't met a lot of people, so I'm not saying it's not happening. I'm just saying I don't know them. Yeah, absolutely. Do you have a particular deck you want me to use? Are you a certain sign? Do you want me to use a shadow deck? I have my haunted house deck. I have so many decks, dear one. So many decks. So I could go on your sign. I could go on your moon sign. We could do a haunted house, whatever. Just you tell me you're the boss. I have a lot of decks. If you have a theme, let me know. Or you can tell me your sun sign and then I'll meditate on that for a second. And then I'll go from there. Oh, I'm a Cancer. Yes. I'm a Cancer stellium, actually. And that's why I'm psychic, because one of my major placements is in Mercury. So I've been reading mine since I was a child. Very uncomfortable for everyone but me, because I didn't know what I was doing. But yeah, I'm a Cancer stellium, Scorpio rising, Taurus moon. So I'm a real deal. Cancer, team Cancer in the house, and everybody gives a shit or whatever, but they don't love like we do and feel everything like that. So it's like we only cry because we don't want to punch you in the face. You're so stupid and self-absorbed and can barely stand it. Oh, it's a vibe, totally. All waters. Me and Pisces, it's like that too. Scorpio, not so much. I'll tell you, there's something I like. I'm a Scorpio rising. I love I don't know. There's something about them. It's like they don't trust that their depth or something. I don't know. Kind of weird. Alrighty. Well, how about fellow crab baby? So you don't have any deck that you're feeling? Let's see, vanilla. Let us see. Let me think a bit. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors. Let me light some more red sage here. I got my Dharma Palasatin next to me. Spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of vanilla. They would like a message from you through me to them. Please guide me to the right deck so that I can find exactly what they need. Keep my ego out of it. Ah! Is there a deck for a star sign? What's a star sign? What's that mean? It's a star sign. I've never heard of that before. I have so many decks. I was just meditating on it. I actually got this one, the Cozy Witch Tarot. Is that cool with you? Kind of on with theme. I'm going to use this one unless I hear any objections, and then I'll choose something else. But oh, is it? No. Well, it's funny because every year I do all the 12 signs, and I have a lot of decks, and I'll meditate beforehand on which deck Spirit wants me to use. I can't remember what we used for Cancer this year because we're almost at the new year, so no. Sometimes I'll be like, okay, if somebody's a Pisces, I'll use my Mermaid Tarot, or, you know, whatever. But no, I don't have like a specifically Cancer deck. But sometimes I'll, like, if you tell me, oh, I'm a Cancer, I might get a pull. But this is the pull I got. So is the Cozy Witch? Okay, yeah, this is pulling me. All right, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of vanilla. Tell us the truth. Don't let me get misguided. Keep my ego out of it. What is the message for them? What is the message I need to hear in this moment? So here we go. So how this is going to work. Whoa. Okay. This is what we're reading about. So I don't know what we're reading about because I'm on my phone instead of like my computer, which usually you can see my whole table. I have to keep it from here to here. So you're going to get, it's going to be on top of each other. So, okay. I have a lot of Aquarius energy coming up strong. Oh my God. Are you dealing with the goddamn Aquarius? Are you fucking kidding me? Look at this, what I have. I have the star card sideways, something not healed. Something's not healing. You're trying to heal it, but you're not. You cut someone off. Who'd you cut? And then I have the King and Queen of Swords. Now, the thing about me is not only are all my cards in the upright, but not a single suit touches a suit. And not an Arcana, don't touch Arcana. I don't like my cards touching like that. I don't like it. I'm real weird. I have Virgo Mars, okay? So basically what I'm saying is I don't put the Queen of Swords next to the King of Swords and they came out together. So what am I reading about? Is this an Aquarius or another air sign that you were trying to heal stuff with, but you had to cut them off? Or do you have strong Aquarius placements and you're trying to get into your masculine energy here of seeing something discernibly? Because that's what we're reading on. Oh my God, and that just came out in reverse. Holy shit. It's put you in your Queen of Cups in reverse and you had to walk away. Okay, well, this is what we're reading about. I'm sorry. You didn't want, this is the thing about it. That's why I tell people you either ask a question or you get a message, and don't get mad at me if it comes out something you don't want to hear, because I don't make it up. I just work here. Okay. This person left you out in the cold. Oh, and they created so much conflict and you had to end that cycle. Wow. So that you could be a Queen of Pentacles and stand in your power. Whoa. Whoa. And that flew out too. And explore what? Yeah. Okay. Well, this is interesting. It's like taking your time to explore something. What is happening? You still there, Vanilla? Something wasn't healed and you had to cut it off because it really puts you in your detriment. The Queen of Cups is Cancer, but putting her in her detriment is that's a shadow. You don't want to see Cancer in reverse because we ain't nice. We nasty and mean and we are violent and ferocious. If you've gotten us that far that we have to do that shit, we should have punched you in the nose a long time ago. But I'm not condoning violence because I myself am not violent. But I'm talking about energetically speaking. Is any of this making sense? Did you have to cut somebody off? Oh my God. And look, it's at the bottom. You being at a crossroads. So who did you cut off that put you in your detriment, that you had to walk away from, that either left you broke or feeling broke and created conflict in your life? Could be a boss. It doesn't have to be romance. I don't even have any fucking cups here other than you walking away from it. So I don't know who you walked away from and cut out, but you ended a cycle. So now you're the Queen of Pentacles. So yeah, maybe this is job, because we have the Queen of Pentacles. She's a businesswoman. She's very generous. She has her bunny like I do. I have a Taurus moon. I'm the Queen of Pentacles. It's taken a long time, but now you're ready to explore something. Interesting. Okay, so we're reading about this. About how you couldn't heal, or you're trying to heal, or you're still in the healing path, right? Because the bottom of the deck is the Two of Swords. It's like you're still deciding how you want to get... Wow, look at all these swords. Wow, you're overthinking a lot. Okay. After juggling or being juggled, were you married? Look at this bottom. Two of Swords, Six of Swords, Five of Swords. It's like you had to finally decide, okay, I don't have to win anymore. Is this about your money? See, I don't even like the ship. Were you married? Hi, how's it going? I'm doing a reading right now, so I don't interrupt readings that are paid for free questions. So, Vanilla, this is what we're reading about. And, yeah. You're not giving me any feedback, so I'm just going to go with this. As this is your message. We're reading about this. Whatever this was, whatever that you walked away from, whatever put you in your detriment, whatever made you feel fucking this. Five of Pentacles, Five of Wands, which is no bueno. You had to end it so that you could be stable and happy. It took a long time, but now you're ready to explore. So whatever it is that you're ready to explore, that's what we're going to be reading about. I don't know if it's work. I don't know if it's love. I don't know if it's moving out of town. Spirit, can you tell me? Yeah, I walked away from family. Well, fuck them. You know, it's funny because family and Cancer is so interesting. I feel like we have a lot of drama with our family. What's this? Oh my God, a couple. You had to look for what you love. Okay, the Ace of Cups. I like this. So now we're, oh my God, in the Sun. So now we're getting into right now. So that was the past. So you walked away from your family because they did not make you feel good. And you needed more stability. Focus on work. Okay, let's focus on work. So let's focus on the work then. But again, this is a message from your guides. Babe, you can't control... What a Cancer thing. I told you, I don't control this. I just work here. And now you're trying to control the message. So you either ask a question or you get the message, darling. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Don't be weird. Don't be weird, Cancer. Like, we're reading about this. We're reading about what makes you happy, right? What makes you happy? Ace of Cups. So you had to really step into your power to walk away from this toxic situation. So again, it could, like I said, it could be about work. I don't know. Focus on whatever you want because they'll be here. You focus on what you want and then your guides will tell you the answer. I say that and then here comes the Two of Cups, that you equal give and take, that you've been, wow, really in this hangman Piscean energy about love. I'm sorry. You've been defending yourself from anything unknown because you want to choose. Oof. No. I mean, it's not like, I'm not trying to be rude. I'm just saying it doesn't work that way. With fake readers, it probably does. That's why I'm saying I'm a real reader. Fake readers will probably tell you whatever you want to hear, and then you'll keep coming back, won't you? But that's not me, babe. I live in the light. I'm familiar with the dark, but we just want the truth, right? So I'm sorry, but your guides are telling you that you're finally getting ready to explore and have this new beginning in love. There's someone that, I don't know if you've been waiting on them. So you have Piscean energy, Two of Cups, and it's stressed you out, but you've been defending against anything unknown because you want to make a decision. This is interesting because it's in this Two of Wands. She doesn't have any wands. It says your decisions decide your future here, nothing else. Whoa. So I feel like you are in this place where it's time for you to choose, but it's like you don't want to pick the unknown. And probably in the past, especially if you had a rough family situation, it's like you chose things based upon what was familiar, and then you chose poorly, or you made a decision based on karma, and then you experienced these painful consequences. So now it's like you're defending yourself. You're like, if I don't know it, I'm not going to pick it. And I like that, right? Like, if I don't know you, I'm not picking you. Yeah. Oh, look at the Satan devil came out because you're tired of toxic people. Yeah. So it's almost like the devil has been playing with you this whole time. Be cautious of those who take more than they give. That's what the devil is. Toxic witches, toxic bitches. For Cancer, hardly anybody gives as much as we do. Who? Taurus and Virgo, maybe. Sometimes Pisces. So, hi, Gregory. Hi, Roselle. How's it going, you guys? Welcome, welcome. If you'd like a paid reading, let me know. You can be next. I'll stay if you pay. I'll stay if you pay. So that's what we're reading about, darling, is that you are tired of toxic shit. And unless you know about it, you don't want to pick it, which I don't blame you. Yeah, because, oh my God, as soon as, thank you, Spirit, look at that. The sun and the moon, you know what that means? Revelation. I will not choose you unless I know the truth. I will no longer stand beside the shadow and think that you're okay when really you're fucking toxic. So it's like you're seeing the light about people and you're no longer going to pick people that are toxic. And it's like if they're not willing to open up and give and share, you don't care. I feel the same way. And then, like I said, people will lie sometimes and then I'll be sad. I'll be like, wow, I really started to like this person. And now I just watch them lie out of their fucking face. And now I can't stick my tongue in your mouth because you're a fucking liar. So thanks, it's ruined it for me. God damn it. Okay, so 3 wands. You're waiting for something to come in. What you waiting for? Yeah, I don't fuck with liars. That ain't cute. It's gross. I want a man. You know what a man is in my mind? Someone that has integrity, someone who holds space, someone who put their fucking life on the line for others because they are good and they know that being good and living in alignment with truth and the highest good of all is going to make them happy because we're all interconnected. And I don't care if they've got a genital, you know, an XY chromosomes. I don't care what, because it's not about that. So it's like, yeah, you're waiting. What are you waiting for? Something to come? Be ambitious. Chase your every dream. It's like you're fighting hard to have this new beginning. So this is energy right now. We haven't even gotten to the future energy. So energy right now is you're fighting hard to have this new beginning, but you want to know the truth about everything. Like you don't want to be taken by blindside. You don't want this Gemini energy. You know it's going to be there because it's been a part of your past. But I feel like now, ooh, that one to pop out. It's not good enough. Yeah, you're tired of being juggled. So it's like you have this Ace of Pentacles. And you're like, okay, where do I invest this? She's only got one here, though. And that one's a sand dollar. So it's like shit or bliss, right? Like, hi, how's it going, the light? So it's like you don't want these starfish dreams anymore. Star card, too. You want something real. All right, so now we're going to see what's going on. This is the message from your guides. So this is where you're at right now. You give me one more for right now, guides? Oh, they gave me 2 more. Yeah. Oh, it's okay to cry. Oh, because you're changing. Oh. So right now, Spirit is saying cry, puke, vomit, scream, punch your pillow. Don't punch anyone else. Saturn's over here chewing on my... Saturn, the day I cut her chewing on. Yeah, you can rebalance yourself. I see that. Well, Spirit's saying is something needs to change because you got the broom card, which is the death card. Oh my God, there you are as the Empress. Let me get some more water. Saturn, what are you doing over there? Okay, guys, after this reading, I'm going to close the stream unless I get a paid reading. I've been on here a couple hours. I don't even know how long. But I got to party. Okay, so you're changing. So now I'm going to do the future. So Spirit's saying it's okay to cry. You're changing right now. Everything that's why the first card was like, you're still going through this healing. And right now you're like discovering, okay, I'm not going to invest in anything unless I know about it. Whoa, this is scary. What is the death card? The death card just means change, babe. That's not scary. Actually, the death card is one of the best cards in the tarot, in my opinion. Scorpio's card. It's about change. It says, tidy up your life so you can make space for something better. That's what it's saying. And you just said that. You said, I'm looking for a place I can rebalance myself. So this is about crying and death. It's about things changing. I'm changing. I'm sweeping out with the old and with the new. And it hurts, right? Because all these painful memories and all these people that disappointed you. So here we go. What's next? Yeah, Emperor. Without it being a homeless shelter. What? Okay, well, you don't have to come in here and say weird things like that, Leland's mom. This is somebody's personal reading. Don't say stuff like that. Don't cast those sort of words on people. Okay, this is interesting. So right now, Spirit is saying for your future, nobody's going to a homeless shelter here, okay? So you have 2 major arcana at once. You have the Hermit card, which is Virgo's card, and the Emperor card. So Spirit is saying if you want to stand in your power, you need to be alone. There are some things that must be done on your own. It literally says on the card, being the authority of your own life comes with a lot of responsibility. So Spirit is saying that you need to be alone to find your Emperor power. Wow. Yeah, because something is too overburdensome. So I don't know if you're living in a bad situation. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? Yeah, there's something unexpected that's going to happen. Get ready. Things are about to get shaken up. And it may make you feel a little disappointed, but it's something that you manifested. Whoa. Or maybe you're going to meet an Emperor archetype. So that's Aries energy. So Aries energy, Virgo energy, Scorpio energy, and the Magician. So Something's going to happen that's going to seem disappointing, but the truth is, it's something you manifested, and it's going to help you make a decision, whoa, about where to fucking put your pentacles. 7 of Pentacles, nurture what you have and see how it grows. 10 of Pentacles, having it all looks different. So basically, something's going to happen. It could be a person. When you're on your own, you're single, you're happy, an Emperor energy could come in, or this could just be you, right? Maybe it's going to feel a little overburdensome. It's going to be unexpected, but you manifested it, and it's going to help you decide where to put your future. So if something happens and it's not expected, you may get feel a little disappointed, but Spirit's saying, don't worry. Actually, this is going to help you. Whew, and it's going to put you in your Emperor. Yeah, Chariot, Cancer's card, moving forward. You never get anywhere from standing still. Whoa. Dude, you're going to get what you want. You're going to get stability. You've been on the lookout. Oh my God, look at this. I'm done here. This is great. This is great. So the bottom of the deck, this is about strategy, planning, working together, using your intuition, and holding back because of timing. Whoa. You've been really stressed out about something. I don't know if somebody lied to you and just put you in this. Moon, you already asked your question and you don't want to get in trouble, do you? So that's what I have for you, Vanilla. I'm going to get off here because no one else, they're just going to start coming and being weird. But I think that something incredible is going to happen, and it's going to put you in your power, but you're going to be alone first. Maybe another person. I don't know if you're trying to manifest a counterpart, because you came out as the Empress earlier, and now we have the Emperor. So again, gender doesn't matter. But something unexpected that disappointed you, now you're manifesting. It's going to help you decide, where do I want to put my pentacles? Where do I want to invest? 7 to 10 is amazing. This manifestation is going to help you figure that out. Ah, this is where I want to plant my seeds. This is what I want to call family. And this is what's going to help me move forward. You have 1, 2, 3, 4. Fuck, you have 4 major arcana in this last row here. This is about the future. You have 4 major arcana, which is destiny. You have the fucking 4 wands, the 10 of cups, and the 10 of pentacles. That's true love, happiness, and stability. And then the page of swords, something you've had your eye on. Whoa. Maybe you've been stressed out about it because working together. Whoa, someone was holding back because of timing. They're spiritually guided to do the work and have a new beginning. Whoa, 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 whoa. This is all good. I'm going to move this away just because I don't like swords and swords together. I told you guys that earlier. She's a real weirdo. Okay, I'm trying to find myself. Perhaps that's with Emperor. Yes, like redefining yourself. Exactly. But you have to do this alone. So maybe I'm the type, I was the firstborn child. I was an only child for the first 6 years of my life. I'm very comfortable being alone. In fact, I actually prefer to be alone. I'm an empath. I recharge that way. I like other people too. I like going out. I like being on, I like people, but I love being alone. And so I also love others. But this is saying maybe you need to spend more time on your own because something was overburdensome. And now something unexpected that may be disappointing at the beginning is actually a manifestation that's going to help you. So for instance, like say something happens, you're like, oh, I didn't want this to happen. But ultimately that thing is going to help you where to decide where to plant your energy so that you can get what you want and have stability. And you've been on the lookout for it. So this is really good. And Spirit is saying use strategy when it comes to working. So maybe this is about your work. You asked about work earlier. So maybe you've been holding back at work or you're not looking for something new, and Spirit's saying, something's going to happen that's going to actually force you to do that. So if you wanted to know about work, this could be, hey, something's going to change, but it's actually going to be to my benefit and put me in my power and bring me stability so that I can move on and be happy. So that's actually really great. It's almost like redirection, right? Okay, you guys, I think I'm done now. I think Big Mama's done. But Vanilla, I think it was a really good reading. I think it's just been a process of you kind of learning to love yourself and learn how to use discernment. I've been on this road too, fellow Cancer. Learning how to love yourself, learning how to use discernment, not like letting things be kind of like mysterious, like if someone's not like telling you, like you're not going to let anything slide anymore. So something's going to come in that you've been manifesting, but I think at first it's going to seem a little disappointing, but Spirit's like, don't worry, it's not disappointing. It's actually going to rearrange everything, and that's going to help you be stable and help you move forward. And not only stable, bitch, but 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Yeah, are you finished? Yeah, I'm finished with this. So only pay me through here, Mary. Don't pay me through any other way. Do not pay me through. In fact, I should turn off this. That should, I only get 30. They take a ton of money at YouTube. They take 30%. You only get paid once a month, you guys. And also, I don't, if people are going to pay me that way, then I got to raise the prices 30%, right? So it's like, you know, pay me if you want to pay me through the, so go ahead and pay me now, Mary, if you want, dear one, because otherwise I'm going to log off. Let me know how you paid me. I have Cash App, I have PayPal, or you can pay me 30% more, Mary. It's up to you. I know, they take a lot. So let me know. So I got PayPal, Zelle, Cash App, what other do I have? All the fucking ways you could possibly. I don't have Apple Pay. That's one thing I don't have. I don't have Apple. I've never used Apple. And I'm not gonna get Apple Pay. But so Mary, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna log off, babe. I don't do free readings. You're welcome, Vanilla. Good luck. I think it's good, sweetie. I just think you need to be patient. And when the thing happens, that tower happens, don't freak out because it's actually gonna lead to something that you really want. Not only something you want, but your 10 of Pentacles, your 10 of Cups, and your 4 of Wands. I was like blown away. I was like, what? What are you out here manifesting? But first you need to like be stable on your own, Spirit's saying. Right? It's just like you and you. So Mary, did you want a reading or is it time for me to log off? Because I'm happy to do one more. I'm only going to do paid readings for now. I've been on here a while and I'm happy. Again, I'm at work. If people pay me, I'll stay. If they don't, then that's okay. I'll go. No big deal. So let me know if you pay me. Let me know soon. Otherwise, I'll assume not, because a lot of people come on here and be like, oh, I want a reading, and then they just disappear. So that's no big deal. I don't take it personally. But yeah, I'll keep this up. So I keep the readings up for 2 weeks. So when you come on here and you buy a reading, it stays up for 2 weeks. So you have it, you can have it. And then if you want it after 2 weeks, just email me at magicrabbittarot@gmail.com, and then I'll send it to you as a private link. Because I don't like to keep videos up a long time. Because they're just for the people that I do the readings for. So I wonder where you are now. I wanted you to show me where around these city walls. Okay, no worries, baby. Take your time. So yeah, so those are the prices up there. So I pinned the prices. So did you look at the prices, Mary? So please look at the prices. They're pinned in the description. And then, yeah, pay me Cash App. That I actually like that. One of my favorite Cash App. So she paid for a full reading and she got a full reading because my readings are past, present, future. They're a whole damn table. They're a story. Because we read it together. I'm just here to guide you through it. It's your reading. I just work here. That's what a spiritual guide does. I just kind of move you through it. And I interpret the cards as well because I've been doing it for a long time. Okay. You guys heard me say I'm only doing free reading. Like, also too, a lot of people come on and they're really disrespectful. So it's like, yeah, they want me to give them a yes or no question and they'll spam me. And I'm like, okay, well, be kind to your healers and your priestesses, your medicine men and women. If it wasn't for us, the whole place would already be even more of a mess. Okay. I didn't sit on my fucking cushion for 20 years for nothing. Okay. Let me see, babe. Let me see. Yes, I did. All right. Okay, so how this works, dear one, thank you, is this how it works. So please listen carefully, sweetie. I have a very close relationship with my spiritual guides and my angels and ancestors. I ask them to ask your guides, angels, and ancestors to give me the message. So it goes from the holy beings through me to you, right? I just work here. I'm just a middleman. You can either ask a specific question, right? So the reading before this, someone asked a specific question and we penetrated that question. We got our answer. Or you can get a message from the guides. That's what Vanilla just did. They just got a message. But what you can't do is try to manipulate or change the message halfway through. So I think somewhere, maybe so if the message comes out and it's about your ex, like, don't get mad at me. I don't control these things. If the message comes out, it's about your boss at work, there's something your guides want you to know. All right. I don't have any skin in this game. That's why I'm a great tarot reader. I don't have any opinion. I could care less. I don't judge you. I love you. So you either get one question or you get a message. Either way, it's going to be a full table, but you need to think on that. So let me know. Okay, now tell me, which deck are you drawn to? So it's Halloween. We could use a haunted house deck. I have so many decks. You could tell me your sun sign. I could meditate. That's what I did for Vanilla. They were Cancer. I was drawn to this deck and I picked it and they said, that's fine. So you let me know, do you want a particular deck based on your sun sign? Do you want like a Halloween? Give me a theme. I have a lot of decks, so it's like I couldn't just list them all for you because we would be here a long time. Yeah, it's cute. Thank you. My chubby little fingers. I've always had chubby little fingers. They actually are really small. I have Elvis fingers too. He's the same fingers as me. You can tell. I have a picture of his weird pinky. Oh, here it is. See, we both have these same crooked, weird pinkies. Aquarius. Ooh, I love Aquarius. Yes. I love me some Aquarius. I love everybody, but I love Aquarius energy because it's cutting edge, and baby, that's where I live, on the cutting edge. I ain't here for the old. I want a new world because this one is woohoo. We let the psychopaths run it for far too long. Okay. All right, let me clean this up and now think about that. So spiritual guides, what deck would you like me to use for Mary? I don't know, Mary Helen. Okay. I'm putting this away, so I got distracted. Okay, that I'm putting this away. Yeah, I'm weird. I don't like my things touching. Yep, she's a real weirdo. I told you guys. I have a Virgo Mars. I'm very organized. And also I don't like it because it makes me feel like, well, is that really what it was? Anyways, don't get into my kinks. She likes it. Maybe it's my Virgo Mars. Maybe it's because my grandmother was an immigrant and everything was always clean all the time and organized. I don't know. My spiritual guide, everything was always clean too. But that's because I lived with a bunch of nuns and monks and they were trying to clean their way out of their negative minds. I don't think it worked. Maybe. All right. No worries, sweetie. Okay, let me meditate for a second and see which deck to use. All right. Spiritual, actually, one's already yelling at me, so too bad. Do you mind about this deck? Is really saying it wants you to. Do you mind this one? Have you heard of Y-Spell? But I know it's on a lot of tarot channels, so if you don't want me to use it, I'll pick something else. But this one just kind of kept. This one wants to talk to you. Is that okay? All right. If it's not, let me know now. Let me sage the room. But yeah, I really love this deck, and it just, I don't know, it popped out of me. But again, I have a lot of decks, so if you don't want me to use that one because it's on a bunch of tarot channels, I don't blame you. Okay, great. Perfect. All right, spiritual guides, angels, and ancestors of Mary Helen, please tell me the truth. Keep my ego out of the way. Don't let me misinterpret any messages. Just tell Mary what she needs to hear in this very moment. Please tell us what we're going to read about, what this is about. So the first row tells me it's not going to be a row. It's going to be the first thing because I don't have enough room for a row. I mean, my table, anyways, blah, blah, blah. Tell me the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Keep my ego and misinterpretation out of it. Keep the channel clear. Let Mary hear exactly what she needs to hear. What are we going to read about? So this first row is going to be what we're going to read about, okay? Because again, I don't know. What are we reading about for Mary today? All my cards are in the upright. Not a single one in a tarot deck is in the reverse. If it lands in reverse, that's how I know it's in reverse. That's how I know. Oh, baby. Damn it. Well, maybe that's not all we're reading about. Three of Swords is about heartbreak, heartache. All right, let's see what else. Maybe it's something in particular. Ooh, about a truth that you learned about and someone holding back. Ooh, did you learn about your own truth and how painful it is to hold back? Or did somebody hold back from you? An earth sign, maybe. Whew. Yeah, there you are. Or an air sign. I have the Four of Pentacles. Maybe that's just you learning about somebody holding back a truth. And then I have the Queen of Swords. I don't know if that's you or someone else from far away. The King of Wands. Wow. Okay. Is this you and this them? No, I just got a download. Someone that you were waiting. Wow. Okay. That all came out together. All right. So we're going to. All right. I'm going to move this over because I feel like I'm running out of room. Some heartbreaking truth that you learned about someone holding back from far away. The King of Wands. Again, gender is irrelevant because sometimes women and femmes can be the King of Wands. It's more of an energy. It's Leo, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Oh my God. Watching somebody. You have two kings here. What's going on, Mary? This is what we're reading about, babe. I just work here. Okay. Fucking shit. Did somebody cheat on you? Did you cheat on somebody? Somebody, you found out the truth that someone was holding back, that maybe when they were away. King of Pentacles, moving to calmer waters, the Six of Swords, but defending your position about this manifestation that you wanted to explore. Oh my God. What's going on? No, we're not reading for you. This is a personal reading for Mary Helen. Okay, so no. I'm just going to remove this. I'm not reading it. This is not a collective reading. This is a personal reading for Mary. I'm only tapped into their energy right now. But I still need to know the story here so that I can go forward. You don't have to tell me too much. This is about juggling. I do have two kings here. Yeah, did somebody have a work? Oh my God. Working with somebody and having a new sexy beginning? Okay, here. This is what we're reading about. From this point of view, it looks like somebody had a liaison with someone from work, even though they were already in a committed, possibly marriage with someone else. Maybe a Virgo. But we do have the Ten of Pentacles, the King of Pentacles. That's given husband material. Again, doesn't have to be a formal marriage, something stable. Maybe a boss even. Mary, what's going on? Are you going to tell me? This is me. I feel so bad. No, I'm going to have to block you out here, buddy. Get your... Unless you... You're literally in the story. Do not comment. So what happened? What happened? This was juggling. What happened? Something about work and juggling. And again, maybe it's not an affair. Okay. Maybe this is heartbreaking information you found out about at work that someone was hiding for you. Maybe you thought some promotion was coming and you had your eye on it because you thought, oh, it's going to put me into this. So I have an entrepreneur. So the thing about the King and the King of Wands and King of Pentacles is their big daddy money entrepreneur energy, right? The King of Wands is an entrepreneur. He's charismatic. He or she goes out and tames the world. You've had your eye on something and that will turn you into the big King of money, King of Pentacles, the father archetype, the pre-emperor. He has a shit ton of money, and if he doesn't have it, he's going to get it, he or she. And how to move forward after defending your position about a manifestation to explore something with your money. No cheating. Okay, you're married. So is this about something with work? It says heartbreaking information about you learning someone was holding back, cutting off somebody coming in. Something coming in. Was this about money that you were trying to get to come in? You had your eye on? Or your husband did? Or your partner? Again, I don't know what you like. But moving forward, because I'm trying to figure out what we're reading about. And so then I can make more sense. Because again, I don't know you. I don't know anything about you. So I'm trying to figure out who is this? Who are these? Who is this king? Because is this if this is your husband or is this you? And what is it that broke your heart? Did you learn about some opportunity that missed you by? Maybe my husband has money. Okay. All right. So if he's the King of Pentacles and he wants to move forward, defending his position about a manifestation, he wants to explore some sort of money opportunity. And I don't know that this heartbreaking information, this truth that was held back from you, the Queen of Swords, about an opportunity coming in. And I don't know if this is a romantic. I don't see no cups here. So far, there's no cups. There's only swords, wands. So it doesn't seem like a love thing. Could be a lust thing. Or I don't know if your husband is, if you're in an open relationship or if they are bisexual. Anyways, I'm not sure. I'm confused. It's my husband. I'm not sure. I'm confused. Okay. Yeah, take your energy out. I don't think so. There's two kings here, you guys. It doesn't work that way. I'm reading for Mary. Only their energies here. My guides and protectors protect any interferences. Like, it doesn't work that way. You guys aren't more powerful than me. You're sure not more powerful than the Buddhas of the 10 directions. So, he's always looking for me. Maybe that's it. Well, was there something in the past that was heartbreaking? Because the Three of Swords is about betrayal of the truth. Is this about him? Am I reading more for him than you? Did he hold something back from you that you didn't know about? That he was expecting some opportunity to come in that he had his eye on, and maybe that's it. Maybe he was waiting for something to come in. He had his eye on something and he wanted to move forward. and explore it. So I don't know if there was like a money situation he was waiting on and then it didn't happen and it was really disappointing for him. I don't know what have to do with you though. Maybe he didn't tell you. Maybe that's it. Maybe he was expecting some money and he held back because I have the Page of Pentacles and we have the Four of Pentacles. This is learning about holding back or saving. Is he bad at savings? Maybe he wanted to invest in something he didn't tell you and he was waiting for it to come in. Yeah, okay. Well, then this is what we're reading about then. So that could be it. Maybe this is just about him. He didn't tell you this, right? Because he felt betrayed. Maybe he made a bad investment. This could be a bad financial investment and he didn't want you to know about it because that's very now shit, now I'm telling you secrets. That's not good. Okay, so he wanted to move forward. He's defending his position about this manifestation to explore with this money situation. I don't know. My dirty mind is like, hey, does he want to bring in another dude? This is hot. But anyways, I'm a weirdo, so don't let me pick it up. We both are. Okay. So we're reading about that. Okay, so this is what we're reading about. Because that's why I'm like, I want to know. So if it's not an opportunity for business, it could have been another person. I don't know about romantically. It doesn't seem, ain't no romance up in here, but you're an Aquarius, so that's okay with you. So maybe it was just a sexual situation. King of Wands. But I'm not getting that either. I'm just getting more like there was something that you didn't really know about that he was hoping to come in and had his eye on, but he had to move forward and defend himself about exploring this manifestation of Ten of Pentacles. So I don't know if this is like an open situation. Well, I'm reading for another Aquarius named Mary. So here we go. Now we're going to move into now. So that's what we're reading about. The Three of Swords is pretty intense though. Three of Swords is betrayal, heartbreak. So it's like, did he go through something you know about? All right. Wow. This new beginning and passion. So interesting. Now it's getting a little spicier. So now we have right now. So Ace of Wands is new beginning and passion. Oh my God, with the devil. Good Lord. See, it felt like something was a little more than just money. Is he a Capricorn? Is that why he's come up with the King of Pentacles? Not being on your own. Not using wisdom about this faithful lover. Whoa. Two of Cups. Hi, Jeff. Ace of Wands, the devil. New beginning and passion was something that's almost either a very obsessive energy and no longer being alone, but being faithful to this Two of Cups and being at a crossroads. Okay, now I'm getting into some spicy shit here. And not wanting to fight about it because the Knight of Swords is the fighter archetype. Damn, am I spilling a little too much tea out here? He's a Taurus. Okay. Well, Tauruses tend to be bisexual. Hate to burst your bubble, but it's true. They're ruled by Venus, just like Libra. They can be quite bisexual. Nothing wrong with that. Hallelujah, hallelujah. More fun for everybody. But, yeah. The new beginning and passion was something you're obsessed with. That's why I'm like, am I revealing something here about you and some passion that you may have that's hidden? Not wanting to be alone. You want this new beginning with the devil, but you don't want to be on your own. And there's no light here, no wisdom to be found. Virgo in reverse. The devil in Virgo, and Hermit in reverse. This is scary. This is like tie me up and gag me type of shit. Okay, I'm going to shut up. So, but because you didn't want to, okay. And then we have a faithful lover to the Two of Cups, but you're faithful, right? You want to be faithful as you are. But there was a crossroad that you didn't want to fight about. And you've been on a break from something about something. There's something going on here, Mary. And you don't have to tell us because, oh my God. And somebody wants to win at all costs. Now there's Gemini's card. Came out sideways. See, I had two Gemini cards come out sideways. The Knight of Swords and the Five of Swords. They're both Gemini cards. They both came out sideways. It's like, I don't want to fight about this anymore. I just want to take a break. But the Five of Swords sideways or in reverse is like a detriment. It's like, for Five of Swords isn't great anyways, but that way is really bad. Because of timing with the Queen of Wands. Whoa. So now we have a king and a queen here. Because remember, we had the King of Wands underneath and the Queen of Wands. There's a lot of sexual energy here. There's like this is what I'm saying. Like, I don't know if one of y'all travels and there's some sexual situationship or if y'all are opening up your marriages or something, which is fine. Again, I do not judge a damn person. You do what makes you happy, okay? As long as everyone's a consenting adult. Why is there any problem? There's none. Don't think I care, because I don't. I'm not involved in it. It doesn't bother me. So there's something about this. Is this the future? No, this is the present. Wow, this is about you being happy. I'm going to take one more. You could be this Queen of Wands. This is the present. Oh my God. This has got you stressed out. You don't have to tell us because you're online here. Oh my God. Here we have the Gemini energy of fucking again. Are you kidding me? Somebody wants to explore some shit and they're not being honest about it. And I don't know if it's your partner that doesn't want to fess up, or if it's you, or if it's like bringing someone else into the marriage, sexually speaking, or what. Somebody's hiding. And both Aquarius and Taurus are hiders. Y'all will hide your fixed signs. So there's a decision right now. So this is where we're at. We're right now. We're at this. Someone is faithful. They chose to be faithful. They're going to be faithful because they don't want to fight about it. But there's something about timing and manifesting this Queen of Wands energy, which I'm assuming is you and your feminine, passionate, sexy. I don't know if you want to explore things and they don't want to because they just want to be faithful, or if it's vice versa or something, and you're scared to tell them about something. I don't know if you are attracted to women and usually you're just attracted to them. I don't know. Yeah. Something's going on here. You could say interesting, but I'm good and I know shit. Oh my God, I picked it up and there's the damn Ace of Cups. Whew. All right, so yeah, this is the energy right now. Somebody's playing with fire. And yet they don't want to talk about it because they love you. You love each other. You and your husband do have love and faithfulness even. But there's something that somebody's holding back and hiding. And I don't know if it has to do with just wanting to explore. If you guys been together for a long time, you know, it's natural for couples to want to open stuff up. And would you rather cheat and lie and steal, or would you rather just open up your marriage and have a good time? Maybe your husband's bisexual. Who fucking cares? Maybe you're bisexual. Who fucking cares? Maybe y'all are bisexual. Who gives a shit? Like, there's something about timing and you manifesting something that's stressing you the fuck out. Because this came up next to you. Could it be just feelings? Yeah. Well, maybe it is just feelings, but there's a devil energy here. And I don't know if it's because you don't want to be alone or you don't see something clearly, but the Ace of Wands is a passionate new beginning with what? With the very passionate, sexy, with a hot, sexy Satan motherfucker. And then we have the Hermit in reverse. So it could just be feelings. Again, this could be nothing. Maybe there's nobody, right? Like maybe it's just feelings. Maybe you are feeling that way, or they're feeling, your husband's feeling that way, because this is energy, right? And so maybe that's what y'all are hiding. And it just is because you don't want to fight about it. Maybe you've talked about it in the past and you're like, well, I don't want to bring this up again because of timing, but it's stressing me out. Queen of Wands is very sexy. So I don't know if there's someone else that you met recently and you want to explore, or if this is just you wanting to explore sexuality and passion in general. But somebody, maybe you're both holding back. Can you imagine if you're both like feeling the same way, but you didn't tell each other? Yeah. Just be feelings then. Just feelings. 17 years is a long time, sweetie. That's usually when people become swingers. Come to Florida. There's a whole village of swingers. It's called the Village. I think they've invented a new form of an STD. Oh, that's right. So this hoey skanky boomer sluts in Florida, they developed a new strand of gonorrhea that's incurable or resistant. Yeah, it's incurable because it's resistant to penicillin. That's why they call it Trampa. Florida has the #1 STDs in the U.S. I don't understand why people can't just put a condom on, but you know, far be it from me to moralize. So anyway, so maybe that's it. Maybe y'all are just having this frustration and you're hiding it, right? Because it feels like a betrayal, but it's not a betrayal. It's just a truth. And maybe you're scared that your truth will betray your husband, or maybe he's scared that his truth will betray you, but there's nobody's betrayed anybody. It just feels, because right here I got that the faithful to this. So y'all are faithful. It's just there's something else going on here that it's like almost like you don't want to fight about it. You just want to calm down because you just don't want this drama. But Spirit's saying it doesn't matter if you want the drama or not. It's time to tell the truth because this shit is stressing you out. Maybe it's stressing them out too. See how she's in a bed all alone? Are you guys not bumping uglies enough anymore? Maybe that's it. You're like, God damn it, I'm going through my sexual peak. I'm horny all the time. I'm just postulating because she's in a bed all by herself, surrounded by a bunch of damn arrows, and she's crying. And I know what it's like to be in the sexual peak era of life. You know, you need a lot of loving in this era. That's why they have cougars. That's why God invented cougars. That's why God invented younger men or women, whatever you like, whatever. Anywho, Saturn's out here flopped over in her typical Dharmapala flopping. She's such a good Dharmapala. Anyways, we're gonna move on. Yeah, so I think y'all need to be honest because it seems like you just don't want to fight about it. But what happens when that happens, if you don't communicate, then the marriage just ends because somebody cheats. And then that's how marriages end. So it's better to just be honest. Be like, hey, if you can't give me the wanding that I want, then I'm going to have to wand elsewhere or something. I don't know. You know, I'm not giving you advice. But anyways, we're moving on. Now the final, this is the future, right? Okay, looks like you're not going to be as strong as you want. First thing that came out was the strength in reverse. So this is the future. So this is kind of like, again, this is giving you up. Thing about predictive tarot is it's giving you the opportunity. You can change this, right? So if you feel like you're not going to be strong, you need to start to be honest with your husband now. Yeah, you're being patient. Whoa. I have 2 fire signs, you guys. There's a lot of hot fire here. I have the King and Queen of Wands, and now I have the Leo and Sagittarius. Oh my God, this person is a soulmate. You want to get to calmer waters. So it's like you're being patient, but you're starting to, yeah, this is about your husband in the future. Wow, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4 fucking major arcana. 4 major arcana came out. Major arcana is destiny. You can't change it. All you can do is work with it. No, this is 3. Sorry. 1, 2, 3 major arcana. But you need to be honest to get to calmer waters with your soulmate. Wow, spirit. And to create justice. Yeah, because some shit's going to get way too overburdensome here. Well, thank you for buying a reading. I am a great reader. I've been reading, I told you, for 30 years. I wasn't kidding. Okay, so what's going to happen is it's going to become too overburdensome. Maybe you're going to start partying. Oh my God. And there you are, King of Swords right there, Aquarius energy. Maybe they're friends. I don't know if you have a friend that's looking tasty to you. I don't know if you get a friend, but it looks like he's looking at these ladies, looking at him. He's like, them look good. So something about, you know, being strong, but having patience to get to calmer waters, but you need to have balance and justice because something is going to become way too overburdensome and it's going to put you in this Piscean energy of hangman. So that's why you need to start being honest now. Yeah, because you don't want to be this way. It's like, it's almost like you're tired of thinking about this, but I don't know if Spirit is saying, yeah, something's going to change. Something has to change in this relationship. Yeah, something needs to end. Whoa, I'm going to end it there. No, we got the 8 of Swords. Okay, one more, Spirit, about this cycle in the world ending. You have a lot of major arcana. It gave me 2 more. The King of Cups. Wow, and the 4 of Cups. Okay. You need to end this disappointing cycle with your partner, sweetie. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 major arcana. And a man that you love, but it's disappointing you. And at the bottom of the deck, I still have the same fucking thing. It was the 8 of Swords. Yeah. You want to explore and you're stuck in your head about it because you don't know where to invest when it comes to your marriage with your husband. There he is and there you are. And you don't know what's going to happen. So it's like you're starting to be deceptive, but Spirit's saying don't do that. You know? You just have to be honest and be like, do you want this marriage to work? Do you want to spend the rest of our lives together? If the answer is yes, then something needs to change. So that's what I have here. Thank you. Thank you. This is not your reading. This is Mary's reading. I read for Mary. Mary paid me. I gave her reading. So yeah, something's got to change. Told you I was a real reader. Yeah, something needs to change because you're losing strength. You're starting to wane. And then, you know, if you get an Aquarius that's waning, it's like, well, what's the point of this? What's the point of this? You know? So I think something just needs to change. And there's a lot of ways things can. I'm also a love and relationship coach if you want to hire me for that. I can work with you guys or just you on your own. But still, yeah, something needs to change. That's what I have. Yeah. A lot of people probably feel this way. It's hard to be in long-term relationships. That's why things change. You have to open them up or you have to be honest. Something needs to change. You know, they can be salvaged and it can, but it won't. It'll just get worse on your part until you'll eventually just, I feel like you'll just feel like you're going to want to cheat. You're already looking at these sexy ladies. So something needs to change because you're just worn out. You're welcome, sweetie. That's what we got. Okay, we're all done then with Mary. So that was interesting. Good luck, sweetie. If you need me, I'm here. That's what I do. I'm not doing any free readings. If you guys want to pay me, I'm a real reader. We just saw that. So again, I've been reading for 30 years. I'm not gonna you guys smoke crack or something. I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm like a medicine woman, right? In the past, I would have been in the fucking head of the tribe. So like, you're like, hey, give me a free. No, it doesn't work that way. Go ask a 20-year-old that I read tarot. I meet them all the time. Yes, honey, we know you do. It's so funny because I was so good at tarot for so long, but I never wanted to do it because I was like, oh, I'm not good enough. I've been such an imposter syndrome my whole life. Those days are over now. Hey, how's it going? You're welcome, sweetie. Good luck. You've got this. You just need to be honest. That's all. And, you know, if Tauruses are stubborn. If he ain't going to change, well, then he can be alone. Right? You commit up till death to us part. That means we have to work through the hard parts. And if they don't want to do that, then that's their choice. And you just have to choose you. It's kind of cut and dry, and I know it's not always that easy, but, you know, I just get to the point in my life, I'm not arguing with anybody. You do what you want. I'll do what I want, and if we meet together, great. If not, that's okay too, because the universe got me. I will be happy. I deserve to be loved the way I want to be loved, not the way people that lack emotional depth choose to pay attention to me on occasion. You're welcome. Hello, God's child. Hello to everybody. So I'm not doing any more free readings, but I am doing paid readings, and I'm very good. You just ask the last two people. So, yeah. If you don't have money, then you're on the wrong channel. Because this is already 90% off of what I charge in real life. A read like this starts at $65. But I like to be on the channel, so I come on and I do this when I can. Yep, that's right, babe. One life. So, yeah, once you hit 40, everything changes. They said it all my life, and I was like, whatever. And then when you do, you're like, I see my worth now. Sorry that I was gaslit into believing that I should accept less than and put up with people's shit. And I used Buddhism, and my whole Sangha used me to gaslight me. Oh, we'll just get her to do more stuff and tell her it's because that's what Buddha wanted. You know, Buddha said, don't make a religion out of me. Don't make a shrine. Don't put me on a counter. Just take my teachings and take them to your own heart. Realize that you are the Buddha and you can realize your own mind. That's what Buddha actually wanted. But humans be humaning. So I'm grateful that there was religion created out of it because I wouldn't have it if there wasn't. And I'm also grateful for the 2,000 years that the lineage holders held on to the lineage for me. However, if no one's going to realize their mind but me, what's the point of going for it? It's like Rey at the end of Star Wars. It's like, well, what are we doing? I'm the only one? Okay, then. Bye. We don't need this whole fancy temple. Middle East? Yeah, Buddha went to the Middle East as well. You know, because there are big statues of Buddha in Afghanistan that they blew up in the Second Afghan War. Buddha traveled for 50 years. He went on tour for 50 years. He went all over Asia. That's how Jesus met his teachings, because it was pretty much everywhere at that point. It wasn't just Buddha. It was all the people that attained realization from practicing the teachings as well. Because it's not just one Buddha. We're all Buddha. It's just a matter of time. Do you want to train your mind and go inside of the darkness of your own hell realm? Probably not. So I guess you'll have to wait until the next Kali Yuga or whatever. I'm not doing anything. I'm only doing paid readings. And if nobody wants to pay me, then that's fine too. We're all done. It's a good thing I still have my outfit on. Like, it's a good thing I didn't have to get ready. But I do have it. All right. So does anyone else want a reading? No? All right, well, we're down to it. I think we're done. Okay, well, thank you to those who came on and got a reading. I might come on tomorrow for the Day of the Dead if I have energy. And these readings will be up for 2 weeks. So for whoever paid for one, you'll get to keep watching it. And if after 2 weeks you want it, just email me and I'll send you the link. I wonder where you are. All right, we're all done then. I'm just looking around. Okay, everybody have a wonderful and safe holiday, and I'll see you next time. Like, where am I streaming? Bye.